Yeah, it's time to talk. Are you ready to talk to me? Ready to talk to you?
You know, I got the sparring swords back out. Me and my son, I was teaching him a routine, something that he could do when we sword fight. He's finally big enough to carry these joints now, because these sparring swords, what they're really for is for the people on the movie sets and stuff like that. It's for you to practice the choreography that you're gonna use. So they actually have a little bit of weight to them. And my son's finally old enough now and big enough that he could use them. So we had a nice little sword fight. I personally love the Viking sword, right? It looked like the Conan joint. It's my fucking favorite. And you got to keep it around in case the shit goes down, man. You got to keep that shit around. So the Hall of Fame is on everybody's mind. Canastota, everybody thinking about Canastota right now. And I was like, yo, they was really questioning Anthony Joshua's Hall of Fame credentials. And I'm like, see, this is what's wrong with American boxing. It was Ryan Garcia questioning not only Gennady Golovkin's Hall of Fame credentials, but Anthony Joshua's Hall of Fame credentials. And I'm like, Brody, Anthony is a two-time unified champion. You understand that? A two-time unified heavyweight champion who's literally sold more pay-per-views than you, bro. He sold more Do you understand that? He sold more pay-per-views than you, generated more money than you. He still generates more money than you. At this point, dog, I would be surprised if Ryan Garcia ever wins an alphabet title. I would be shocked. So the idea that a dude that's not good enough to beat Rolly, that's not good enough to win a belt, the idea that you're going to question his Hall of Fame credentials, he's a fucking gold medalist, a two-time unified champion. That dude had millions upon millions of people watching him. Your claim to fame is losing to Gervonta Davis. That shit blew my mind, dog. Max Kellerman, the one that had to check him, though. He had to check him like, yeah, he's getting in the hall. You fucking crazy? That dude is a shoo-in to get into the fucking hall. What are you talking about? Hall of Fame is tantamount to the Hall of Relevance. How relevant were you in your era? I know that there were some nuances that, well, if it were the Hall of Relevance, then Andre Ward wouldn't. I get it. Accomplishments and accolades, they do play a role, but so does marquee value. Marquee value plays a role too in whether or not you're going to get in, you know? And I posted a little list. I posted the list, the people that are on the list to get in. And I wanted to go over that with the panel tonight. Who would the panel pick to get into the Hall of Fame if they had to cast their ballot and pick 5 fighters out of this list to get into the Hall? I'm going to post it right here. I picked my 5. Some people didn't like it, but what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm about to post it right here. I'm about to get it ready for y'all. Leo, what it do? Gary, what it do? Real Talk, what it do? SMB, what it do? Mr. G, Gary, what it do in Australia? We out here. Derek, Che, Justino, what it do? Slide, what it do? Michael, what it do? Always sleeping, always gaming. You already know. Choke that chicken, bro. About to post a list for y'all right now. Damn, they ain't gonna be able to see that. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna adjust it. I'm gonna have to adjust it so that y'all could be able to see the names. That shit look crazy. Y'all can't see that shit. Let me see. How the fuck am I gonna do this? How the fuck am I gonna do this? All right, bang. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like this. Then I'm gonna go like this. Then I'm gonna go like this. Bang. Right, all right, that's one set of names. Then I'm gonna go like this. Y'all literally gonna watch me do this shit. Literally. Y'all literally gonna watch me do this shit. Cause what the fuck? Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all ain't doing nothing. So y'all can watch me do this shit. Bing. Alright, bing. That's that one. Right, that's one set of names. Then I'm gonna get the other set of names. Y'all give me a second. I'm about to work this shit out. Don't go nowhere. Give me a second. I'm about to work this shit out right now. About to work this shit out. I bet. And then the last set of names. Hold up. Y'all give me a second. Stop being impatient. Stop being impatient, yo. Be patient. Be fucking patient, yo. Alright, but hold up. Slide that over there. Slide that over there. Slide that over there. Damn. It ain't no fucking room on this shit, yo. This shit look crazy. This shit look crazy now. I don't know, man. I did it for y'all. You know what I mean? I did it for y'all. I'm about to upload it. This porno music, this high tech porno. With a porn stash. Let's see if this shit works. There you go. Those are the names. Those are the Hall of Fame names. Right? I'm about to let y'all in. Shut the fuck up, real talk. You wouldn't have been able to do that shit as quick as me. I did that shit quick, fit ass. I'll chop that shit up. Quick, fit ass. I picked Nigel Benn, Chris Eubank Sr., Mikey Garcia, Gennady Golovkin, and Meldrick Taylor to get into the Hall of Fame. That if I were on the Hall of Fame panel, I would have picked those 5 guys. I want to know who the panel would have picked. I want to know who y'all would have picked to get into the Hall. About to let y'all in on this action. Imagine fuck to the sound. This is good porno music, bro. You crazy? This good porno music. That's so ass. Imagine being the guy who votes for Buttigieg. Right? I agree with Gennady Golovkin getting in the sense that even though he doesn't have a very strong resume, he never really did. He was definitely one of the more relevant fighters of his era. Like for me, he barely makes the cut, barely, but you know, Kerry Kaburga. Who the fuck is Kerry Kaburga?
It's que rica verga.
Que rica. Yo, what do you think, Undefeated? What do you think about Gennady Golovkin getting in, man? I know we did this before, but refresh my memory. Was you okay with him getting in or not?
You know what? Yes, I'm okay with them based on the title defenses. Even though they weren't against top quality. That's because he was being ducked by everybody. My boy
That's true.
Miguel, my boy Miguel Cotto, Maravilla Martinez. Who else ducked him? Canelo for a little
No,
bit.
it was Miguel Cotto, Sergio Martinez, Peter
Mm-hmm.
Quillen, Felix
Peter.
Sturm. Daniel Gill ducked him, but then he fought him. But still, he ducked him for a minute. Saunders ducked him. Eubank ducked him. Right.
Oh
So yeah,
yeah, that's right.
That he was ducked though. Like, yeah, he did get ducked. He did get ducked.
I mean, if
So
we're
yeah,
being honest, he would have whooped Cotto. He would have whooped Martinez. He was a problem, bro. The only thing that was bad about him, he started when he was like 31. I think
hmm
when he fought Gabe in New York, he was 31.
yeah, ya estaba viejecito casi. Bueno,
Yeah.
31 no es viejecito, pero if they don't know you and you're 31, verdad que you
Yeah.
wasn't really pop. You want to be popping by 31, and he really didn't start popping till like later, like 2-3 years later, like that. He popping.
Bro,
Yeah, so what?
technically Floyd ducked him.
Yes,
I
and
mean,
because
you no, and I said that. I said that you know, Crawford did some shit that your ass would never do. You would never do that, Floyd. You would never. What Crawford did going up for Canelo is what you would never do for Golovkin. And Crawford went up 2 weight classes. You would have had to go up 2 weight classes. You would have had to go from welter up to middle. Really, not even, because he said he was willing to come down. So yeah, I got the sword. I got the fucking sword. I know I got the fucking sword. Just in case it goes down. You never know, okay?
Case
That's
some
In
shit
case
pop
something
off.
goes down.
it's dangerous. You never know,
In
country.
case shit get popping, country.
In case it's another crew. No, I was gonna say in case it's another Crusades, bro. Like it's going
Bro,
down,
I'm
yo.
fucking ready, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
you ain't
fucking
lying.
ready, bro. Warriors of Jesus, bro. It's going down. It's time for a third crusade. Shout out to Herb. Herb, what you think about? I don't know. I never got your answer on that because I don't think you was here when we had that conversation. You think
Uh,
Gennady Golovkin is Hall of Fame worthy?
mm, I would say so. I would say
Hmm.
so. I don't not first ballot though, but I believe he can make it in.
He's gone like as far as him making it in, he has at least two. No, he has at least 3 votes already. Michael Montero, Dougie Fisher, and Dan Raphael. I think he gonna get in personally. Like, yeah, I think he gonna
No,
get
I
in.
think I think he's
Yeah,
getting in with.
Shit,
I
I
If
think
believe.
he's getting
Wilder
in.
can make it, Golovkin can make
Yeah,
Can
it.
Wilder make it?
mhm.
Probably.
Nah,
Probably.
way. I don't
Yeah,
think.
well,
I
that's
don't
how
think
many
from
Wilder
high
gets
how,
in there.
defenses.
how many
Wilder,
defenses did he had?
yeah,
Who,
about
Wilder?
eight,
Yeah,
eight, 10, 9 or 10.
Yeah,
it
he
was
had
about
like 9. He had like 9 or 10. Yeah, he had like
Yeah,
9 or 10.
he might make it on that's from the strength of that. He might.
oh, and I forgot Golovkin did beat Danny Jacobs too, another
Yeah,
champion.
that was a good. No, that was a good. Well, he wasn't really a champion when they fought. He had like a
Yeah,
WBA Reggie, but he went on to become a
yeah.
champion. He went on to become IBF champion. But that's the biggest indictment against Golovkin is that resume is really fucking thin, bro. And then people get mad at me, right? Listen, it's not because I'm Mexican, okay, and it's not because I'm from
Yes, it is.
Texas. Mikey had a good career. Like this is a lot of fucking bullshit. Like, yo, y'all gotta be real. If you gonna let Golovkin get in with his thin ass resume, you shouldn't. Nobody should be mad if I put Mikey on my shit. Mikey was a 4-weight champion.
Yeah,
Mikey beat 5 champions, bro. That's more than Golovkin. Golovkin didn't beat
Type
5
shit.
champions. Mikey did. But yeah, I put him there, and that was one of the names that a lot of people got mad at me, because people could understand Chris and Nigel, Chris Eubank and Nigel Benn, because their fights were very big in the UK. So it's like, yeah, just off of that alone, they could get in. Millions and millions of people saw that fight. I forgot how many, but it was a crazy number, right? So off of that, they could get in. But when I put Mikey, everybody was complaining about that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I started, they started making recommendations on my Twitter. And I looked up the people that they recommended, and I'm like, these guys' resume ain't better than Mikey. Y'all just mad that he never fought Loma, but to say that he's not Hall of Fame, I don't really agree with that. Am I
Yeah.
wrong? Am I wrong, Undefeated?
It's just that if he makes it, it's probably gonna be by the skin of his teeth. And that shit, honestly, I'm a Mikey
What
fan,
about
but
of his dick? By the skin of his dick?
what if he
Foreskin of his dick.
Foreskin.
what if he's circumcised?
Oh shit.
Oh, he might not get in on that, bro.
Call
Yeah,
Dan Raphael, bro. Call Dan. Call Dan.
No, but what I was a Mikey fan, but I didn't like the fact that he was talking about Canelo, like you gotta fight Golovkin. And then somebody asked him, "Well, what about Loma?" He's like, "When it's his turn, I'll be here waiting for him." Never happened. Gamboa
Fair.
never happened.
That's
Nah,
true.
pinche
That's true.
Yeah,
But
it's a little bit, man.
if we prevent fighters from getting in on the basis of who they didn't fight, Golovkin wouldn't be there. Like a lot of guys would not get in if we judge
No,
them.
but those guys didn't fight Golovkin. Golovkin didn't avoid those fighters.
True.
It's not like Golovkin went around. It's not like he fucking Andre, Demetrius Andrade the shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that dude's resume is so thin for me, though, dog. Like it is a really thin resume when you think about it, dog.
He gets in on the strength of Canelo.
I mean, it's thin, but is it long?
He's got like a chode going on, but no, it really like think about it. Martin Murray, Matthew Macklin, Gabe Rosado, Curtis Stevens, Daniel Jacobs, Sergey Derevianchenko, Ryota Murata,
Gabe
Daniel
Rosado.
Gill, right? David Lemieux. It's not. It's just if I just looked at his resume without knowing that he sold out Madison Square Garden, or without knowing that he sold the O2, I would tell you, yeah, this is a pretty shitty fucking resume. Honestly.
Yeah, because I mean, it has a lot of the names that like the hardcores will recognize. That you and me will recognize, but to the casual fan, like you said, if without knowing what he actually did and accomplished,
I'll ask you this question, bro. If it comes down to like, let's say, only one gets in, you got Spence, Wilder, Golovkin. Which one do you think gets in?
I would put, if it's those three, bro, I would
Yeah.
put Golovkin. If it's those three,
Yeah, I'd have to say so.
Every box that Golovkin ticks off on boxes, it's not obvious, but remember, Golovkin held the Ring Magazine belt. Neither of them did. Golovkin recovered from a loss. They didn't. Golovkin became a champion again after he lost. They didn't. Golovkin was in not one, but 3 pay-per-views that sold about 1 million. They weren't. He's got the both of them. That if it's them two, yeah, he's got the both of them beat. All 3 Canelo fights sold 1 million pay-per-view buys. All three. Wilder never touched 1 million ever. And Spence, your biggest fight, not only did you not touch 1 million, you got your ass touched. Like you got fucked up.
Yeah,
Golovkin,
in the butthole.
Golovkin never got fucked up by nobody the way Wilder got fucked up by Fury or the way that Spence got fucked up by Crawford. Nobody did that to Golovkin.
Hey,
Nobody.
June Undercover's asking, how come Triple G never tried to unify with Andrade? Weren't they both?
You telling me I'm fucking? I mentioned that in a video I did. That's why I'm kind of mad at him, because if you remember, after he becomes a champion again, there was literally a year that he didn't do fucking nothing. He didn't do shit because he was waiting for the Japanese dude. And in that year, Brody, you could have fought Andre and you would have won. Like, bro, Andre is trash, bro. He was gonna win that fight. That dude is garbage. So, why didn't he fight him?
Okay, but Julius, I think we have to be clear about what does it mean to be in the Hall of Fame, because to have this conversation, we have to be sure to make it about something that it is and not about something that is not, because this is not the top 10 best middleweights ever. No, this is a Hall of Fame. It's the importance that you have, what you contribute to boxing at your time. That's the argument for people that never have boxed is in the Hall of Fame. Like,
yeah.
There's
or people who, but the problem is that the logic that gets people in the hall is not consistent, Leo. I bring you back to Andre Ward, who was never famous. He's never famous.
Andre was in the he's in the hall.
He's in the hall, bro. Like he got voted in already.
That just comes down to American bias, way.
But that's what I mean. That the logic where you saying, Leo, don't make it about something that it's not. Well, I'm just saying, if it was about being, if it was consistent, I wouldn't have to say that. That's why I go down an itemized thing of, if Ward is in there, Leo, because he unified. That you ain't there because you sold a bunch of nothing. You never sold shit, but you in there. So what the fuck you doing in there?
I
And
thought
that
it has also to
and
do with him
and
being like the
that
last
and
gold
that
medalist and
unified
shit.
fight, bro, where he unified, that should have an asterisk to it because he lost that fight.
Yeah. So that's why I went down Golovkin's. That look, if I got to look at these two dudes, right, Spence and Wilder, right? What did Golovkin do? And it's comprehensive that they did not. Well, granted that Spence unified, and so did Gennady, but Gennady did it twice. Granted that they both have losses, Gennady recovered from his, and he retired off a win. By all accounts, it looked like you about to retire off a loss. Wilder, you could fucking forget about Wilder. Wilder, you never unified shit, and you never held the Ring magazine. And his biggest pay-per-view is bigger than yours, Wilder. So y'all out of there. You know?
Tell me if this true. I heard Danny Garcia say one day, he said winning 2 titles in 2 different weight divisions kind of gets you in. You winning 2 titles in 2 different divisions. That'll get you. That's what I heard Danny Garcia. I don't know how true it is.
Nah, because it's not universal. Because I'm gonna name you somebody. Do you remember Terry Flanagan?
Yeah.
You do?
No, I remember.
I remember the name.
Terry Flanagan. Flanagan.
Turbo Terry won 2 titles in 2 weight classes. I mean, he won titles in 2 divisions. He's not getting in, bro. Like you would have to hold people hostage to get him in the fucking hole, bro. Like you would have to kidnap. You would have to kidnap somebody's fucking daughter or something to get that dude in the hole. You see what I mean? That there's actually a lot of 2 division champions. There's a lot of those. Winning a title at 2 weights does not guarantee that you get in. No, it's unless wait a minute, unless you're like Usyk, because he's a guy who won titles at 2 weights, but he did more than that. He was undisputed at 2 weights. He fought all the champions in those 2 weights, and he even fought a new one in Daniel. So it's like, yeah, if your shit is like that, you gonna get in, but everybody's shit ain't like that.
Okay, but let's say, for example, Andrew Ward, because with the results to sound like Max Kellerman, I think that the best criteria, if you want to put a lot of term in that shit, is how cool is your story when you were participating in boxing. For example, Andrew Ward, you unified the super middleweight division and you went 1 weight class to fight a supposedly monster that most of the people were favoring you to lose, really, and you beat him twice. One was controversial, and then you knock him out. That's a decent story. I don't know if it's a Hall of Fame story, but that's a decent story.
Go ahead, Jason. Go in.
Look, this whole thing just
fuck.
I don't know.
That's country's vibrator going off.
It's time.
As an alarm.
Triple G deserves to be in the Hall of Fame more than like fucking Spence does or fucking Wilder does.
Turn up your mic, Jason. You sound far away.
Can you hear me better now?
Better now. Go ahead, Jason. Better now. Fuck, they got him.
Them Al got him.
For example, let me say something about Errol Spence. Errol Spence could be in the Hall of Fame if he could rebound of his loss and win a title. Because, a unified world champion is not a big deal. It's the fact that you came up from a car accident, crushing defeat, and then you went to try to become again a world champion. That might get you in the Hall of Fame with the American bias, but that might get you in the Fame because it's gonna be about the story. How cool that sounds!
I mean, like I think if this same voting panel, and I don't think that dude has a Hall of Fame career, to be honest. Like he is such, to me, there's so many hype jobs in the circuit right now that while I don't think there's anything Hall of Fame about Errol Spence Jr., if it's these guys voting, I don't know that they wouldn't vote him in, bro. Just like you said, American bias.
All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right, so Triple G deserves more than Spence and Wilder. That's given. But I'm also with Triple G's career. If he gets in, Omar Navarez should get in, bro. Easily. Tied for the most title defenses, 2-weight world champion. He beat good fighters, like no Hall of Famers, no. You didn't unify, but it's like if you're letting Triple G in, you gotta let Omar Navarez in, and you got people voting Meldrick Taylor for God's sake.
I voted Meldrick Taylor. I'm not gonna lie. He's a 2-weight world champion. He was in one or some big fights. Let me pull it up for you guys because this is the exercise for tonight. If you guys had to pick 5 names off of this list, who would you pick? Can you guys see the names good enough?
Yeah, we can see.
I'm
One
looking
second.
now.
No Vargas,
Honestly, I
bro.
would go Tarver over Taylor.
You go Tarver. Okay. Tarver over Taylor. Go ahead. Real talk. I want you to pick 5 names out of this list.
No, I've already gone over it a few times. I would pick Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank, and I would pick Triple G as well. However, I would go Sean Porter over Mikey Garcia.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I would
Whoa,
go Sean Porter.
John
I would go
Porter.
Sean Porter over Mikey Garcia, and I would go Tarver over Meldrick Taylor.
I
Motherfuckers really don't. Yo, is Mikey Puerto Rican and I don't know it? Like,
No,
y'all
it's
hate
not.
that motherfucker, dog.
It's
I
not that,
mean,
bro. But if you compare the resumes, look at Sean's resume and look at Mikey's resume.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but a
bro,
lot
it's
of
like-
nah, wait. Look, I
Mikey
get it.
resume
With
got-
Sean, I get it. Sean
Yeah.
really didn't duck no smoke. He really didn't, like, dog. Like, he fought damn near everybody. He did. He fought Brooke. He fought Thurman. He fought Danny. He fought Ugas. He fought Spence. He fought Crawford. He fought Broner. He fought Malinaji. He fought fucking damn near everybody. But it's like he lost a lot of them dudes.
I don't know,
Undefeated?
dude. What
All
about? I think I'd pick Israel Vasquez to get in there.
All right,
Get
let's
ahead-
go.
Wait, all right. So Real Talk picked his country. 5 guys on this list. Who you going with?
Right. I'm in with Eubank and Ben. I'm in with those 2. I'm definitely in with Meldrick Taylor. I'd pick Israel Vasquez. And last but not least, let me see.
Now that's 5, country. That's 5.
Well,
You picked Eubank and Ben. You picked Meldrick Taylor. You picked Israel. Is you okay with Mikey being on there? You okay with that?
Not really. I mean, I am and I'm not. I am and I'm not.
Yeah, he's doing his
Do you fucking
Yeah,
see
yeah.
this shit? Do you see
Every
this shit?
time.
Yeah, I think
Every
Puerto
fucking
Rican,
time.
bro.
What do you mean every fucking time? I have what? I have a right just not to be able to make up my
Yeah,
mind
he's
right
Puerto
away?
Rican way. He's
No,
Puerto
you
Why
Rican.
can't
country.
you just pick a fucking guy, bro? Like,
Hey, man, como mierda, hijo de putas, man.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Shut the fuck up and let
That
me
nigga's been
think.
practicing that shit.
Bro, he's saying that shit in the mirror 5 minutes before the live started.
That shit
bro.
sounded like he was speaking Russian and shit.
One of my best friends is Salvadorian, man. and he
I'm gonna
goes-
get that fucking Julius. I'm gonna get him.
I
La
learned
Ucraina.
from a buddy of mine because one of my best friends is Salvadorian, man. So,
But
Listen, man.
It sounds good.
Leo, 5 guys, and don't be a bitch like country, please.
Shut the
hey,
fuck
man, you know what? Shut the fuck up, you little fucking whore.
up. Okay. First of all, let me say my problem with Mikey. Like, you had a good career. And you can argue it was
Tarver's my last pick. I'm sorry, Leo. Tarver's my last
Tarver,
pick.
wait. Before let me say, you've got Ben, you've got Eubank, you've got Taylor, you've got Vasquez, and you've got Tarver over Garcia, correct?
Yes.
But you know what this means, country? You're leaving Golovkin off the list.
Yeah, so.
Oh shit! No, he did make a
God
decision.
damn.
Go ahead, Leo. Oh, shit.
Thank you. It's about damn time I got acknowledged.
Go ahead, Leo.
Okay. Look, my problem with Mikey, and this is my problem with a lot of those guys that they go to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, if you're gonna make it about accomplishment, yeah, Mikey Garcia is a very accomplished fighter, but you didn't track in the history of the weight classes that you were fighting, because it's almost sound to Mikey. It almost sounded like your career was a career opportunity. You went there to fight the guys that they were kind of there to fight, but it was time to fight a real guy that it was a marquee fight that people wanted to see you fight because they thought you were good for it. You didn't fight him. You didn't fight him. And that's my problem with Mikey because you had the Loma fight there. You have because nobody was asking you to fight Rocky Martinez. Nobody was asking you to fight Robert Easter Jr. You fought him because, let's be honest, you were very good and you were favored to beat him. I think the only guys that you cannot even be favored to beat him was, I don't know, Iron Brown, because everyone at that time was like, oh my God, Iron Brown is that Maidana fight was an anomaly. But besides that, he defeats all these guys. No, Mikey Garcia defeat him easy. Mm-hmm. But that's my problem with Mikey Garcia. In the case of Gennady, there was a couple of guys.
Yeah, but don't you see the contradiction, Leo? That if it's okay for Gennady to get in with a thin resume that barely has any champions on it, how could it not be okay for Mikey to get in? Okay. You see what I mean? That Golovkin's resume is a lot of champions on that shit, bro. Think about it. It's Lemieux and Murata. Those are the two champions. Those are the two guys that he took belts from. Lemieux and Murata.
No. It's simple way.
No.
Fuck that Major Mikey Garcia.
Okay, let me finish this. In the case of Gennady, you at the end of your career, you dog some of the fights because it was a dog, especially the Lara fight. Like it was your mandatory. Yeah, it was a dog. But it was at the end of your career, and you position yourself good enough to have that those three Canelo fights. And if we are talking about the history of boxing, that tracks. When there's a lot of things happening in boxing because it's a world sport, and that shit tracks, and that shit should matter if we are talking about the Hall of Fame. It's the same thing for him, for example, with Narvaez. Narvaez is not necessarily this pound for pound fighter, but you were there a lot. You were tested. You were one of the guys at that weight until Inoue got you and picked the shit out of you. But that was at the end of your career. So that the fact that Inoue fought you meant something because you were consolidated at your weight. You have your history. Mikey Garcia doesn't really have it like that.
This is too hard, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if I know that Golovkin had, it's almost like the marquee value is what gets him in, not the resume. The resume is not strong.
I got a question for you guys. Seriously, because Golovkin, talking about Golovkin really made me think of this. If a fighter has a very positive, extensive amateur record, should that be a contributing factor for consideration to get into the Hall of Fame?
I would retort, country, if you can name an example of a fighter that got that consideration. And if you can't think of someone, then I don't know.
Maybe Olympians.
No, but can we think of a fighter whose Hall of Fame consideration was predicated on their amateur record? And off the top of my head, I can't think of nobody that got in because of some shit they did in the amateurs.
Maybe they were Olympians.
Well, no. I'm not saying they would get in because of it, but would it be a contributing factor? Is what I'm saying, along with other stuff. Like
it was borderline, and they were a really good amateur.
Unless you're because the thing is, country, a lot of people won gold medals. You know what I mean?
Right.
Tony Yoka won a fucking gold medal. Okay, so you see where I'm going. So it's like it can't be enough that you medaled because a lot of people medal. It can't be enough that you won a gold medal. Fucking Tony Yoka has a gold medal. Estelle Mosley has a fucking gold medal. Neither of them is a Katie Taylor or an Anthony Joshua or an Usyk. You see what I mean? So it has to be in tandem with how your pro career went. That's
what I'm saying. Should that be like in tandem, like contributing along with your pro stuff, or should that not be at all?
It could, but you're talking about it could, right? Like But you'd be talking about such a short list of fighters. Like, look, you know who we're talking about. We're talking about maybe Rigo, because he was an Olympic gold medalist, 2-time gold medalist, and he was a unified lineal champion as a pro. So, argument there. Loma, 2-time gold medalist, three-time and unified champion as a pro. So, yeah, that shows that you competed at the highest levels as an amateur. You competed at the highest levels as a pro. Same with Clarissa Shields. Same with Katie Taylor. Especially Katie Taylor, though, not because she won a gold medal, even though she did, but because you bitches wouldn't get to fight for shit if it wasn't for her. You wouldn't get to fight for anything if it wasn't for her.
Here's a silly question, though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, and if you guys know this, don't laugh at me. Do the amateurs have anything like a Hall of Fame?
Not really. Not really, country. Because it's. I mean, I think it would depend. I think it requires so much data to make it stand out that you want a gold. Because the thing is, a lot of people want a gold medal. A lot of people want a silver medal. A lot of people medaled over the years. So what determines who's a standout? What, that you want a medal? Well, a lot of fucking people want a medal. And what really separates them, especially now that the amateurs aren't even what they used to be, is what happens in the pros. Because look at Gennady. Gennady did not win a gold medal. He won a silver medal. You see what I mean? What justifies him even being talked about? Well, it's not what he did in the amateurs. It's what he did in the pros. Right? Put the shoe on the other foot. Tony Yoka won a gold medal. Should he be in the Hall of Fame? Fuck. We all know the end. No. Fuck out of here. No. So that's why I think they don't have something like that, because there's so many people that medaled over the years. What's supposed to set one apart from the other? There's so many people that did that. Every cycle somebody does that.
Yeah, but maybe the best argument to try to discern who is Hall of Famer and who is not is how does it track in the history of the sport? For example, a guy like Gennady Golovkin, you cannot tell the history of the middleweight division in the last 10 years without Golovkin. You cannot. You can present about guys at default, maybe, but not Golovkin.
Do you understand what I'm saying? No, I know that he was the relevant middleweight of his era. I know that. And I get what you're saying, but I really don't think it helps that you don't have one recorded win over Canelo. And I think he won the first fight, so I'm not shitting on him, but I'm like, it's really thin, bro. That resume is actually really fucking thin, bro.
And again, I'm telling you, if you're gonna make the Hall of Fame argument about something that is not, because it's, for example, Vini Paciencia.
No, but then why? No, wait a minute, Leo. But then, because you're making two arguments. You're saying you can't tell the history of the middleweight division without mentioning Golovkin, but in the same breath also saying that, well, it doesn't really matter that his resume was weak. Well, then what the fuck makes him so goddamn relevant to the history of the middleweight division? He didn't do that much.
Because he was unified. And because
Spence was... But do you see the contradiction that... I think we all agree Errol is not Hall of Fame worthy, right? Obviously. But if we're gonna say, okay, well, Gennady's unified, so that's what gets him consideration. Okay, then why isn't Errol getting that consideration?
I'm not gonna lie. After the Canelo defeat, after the rematch, his career is very disappointing. It could have been a lot better, but he chose for it not to. He chose for that Canelo loss to get to him, and he just threw a hissy fit and chose to fight one time a year. Fucking probably because the zone gave him $16 million for Steve Rolls, which is fucking crazy. It's fucking
I'm gonna
crazy.
Be honest that I feel like Leo. I feel like a lot of the things that are getting Golovkin in, there's an argument there. It's not that it isn't, but a lot of it is a voucher. A lot of it is people vouching for him.
It's feelings. It's feelings. It's feelings.
Because that resume is fucking thin, bro. That shit is thin. You really only took 2 belts from 2 guys. Lemieux, yo, that shit.
That's
How old was
crazy.
How old was Lemieux at that time, bro? How old was Lemieux?
No, I wasn't that old.
Lemieux. And
Meow, man.
Lemieux was younger than Gennady, so he is younger than Gennady. So it's not like
Okay.
he was an old man, but
No,
it's like
Wait,
but
how
like
many
you're saying all
how
that,
many
is that
active
what's getting
champions
in
did he
there for
beat?
you?
only two, bro. That's what I'm telling you.
Lemieux and who?
and Murata.
Oh
Damn.
man, come
And
on.
Murata was
Word?
Murata was at the end.
And
I know,
Murata was
like
inactive. Wasn't Murata inactive for like a year and a
Yeah,
half?
They
Murata
both
was.
were. They
They
both
both were.
They
Yeah, that's
both
true.
were.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair.
But
Like
but
the
do
Hall of Fame
do you see how that
That's
sounds?
what I'm trying to say. Like
You're a
after the
career
Canelo loss,
you're a
go.
career middleweight. Your whole career begins and ends at middleweight, and these is the guys that we supposed to look at like, oh well, he did beat the great David Lemieux.
If we're being honest, his whole career is just Canelo. If we're being honest,
Yep, and that's the thing where it's like
it's just Canelo, and he didn't beat Canelo.
And that's the thing where it's like we're using the Hall of Fame as like to correct the scorecard. Like, oh, you should have beaten Canelo, so you get in the Hall of Fame. Like, okay, if he did beat Canelo, then his career goes in a completely different path. You beat Canelo, and the rest of the division was a bunch of guys who ducked you. That's Hall of Fame.
Well,
What are
his
you talking
strongest
him off
argument
of your
Now,
fucking ballot?
Jason, do you see why I give Mikey the consideration that I give him, though? That this is a 4-weight world champion who actually did unify like a Golovkin. He did unify in the lightweight division, for those who forgot. He did unify in the lightweight division, and he beat 5 world champions. He took belts from 5 guys. He had to go up to welterweight to finally lose a fucking fight. Gennady never... I mean, like, and people look like I'm crazy when I say, like, nah, I think Mikey.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you, Jules, because he did.
No, fuck
Mikey.
Mikey.
They're using. Hang on. People want to say that he doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame to get back at him because he didn't fight Loma or Crawford when he could have. And yeah, that is a mark against him. But it's like, okay, you missed 2 out, but you still did stuff in between. That's Hall of Fame.
I would say it is like now generally just based on the attitudes towards Mikey, I don't think he's gonna get in.
Why the fuck would Mikey get in? Like somebody tell me why.
Honestly, I don't even think Mikey cares.
I don't think he cares either. The reason I brought the reason I brought Mikey up is look at how thin Golovkin's resume is, right? And look at how much of he already has 3 votes that I know of. He has Dan Rafael, Dougie Fisher, and Michael Montero voting for him, right? And I'm just saying that, look, it's not that Mikey is this and that, but if Golovkin, who only won 2 belts from David Lemieux and fucking Ryota Murata, if he can be a shoo-in to get in, how is Mikey, who's a 4-weight world champion, he unified and he took belts from 5 reigning champions?
Did he get the lineal at some point?
He never got that. He never got that. Never got that.
How many active champions did he beat?
5.
Okay, that's already better than Golovkin.
Like,
that's already better than Golovkin.
Are
that
you
is
talking
better.
him off of your ballot, Jules?
He beat somebody that beat Loma.
No, see, I have Golovkin there for the reason that I agree with Golovkin getting in. You know why? It's not because I think he deserves it. It's because I know how inconsistent people are. That is not a Hall of Fame resume. I don't even know that that's a Hall of Fame career. You strike me as a flash in the pan from the years of 2014 to 2017. You strike me as a flash in the pan.
So it's the same concept of we'll choose Rolly in a fight because it's on a PVC card and we know how they are.
Yes. That's where I'm at with it. That
Simon.
That you know how I vouch for the David Morrell robbery and the Katayev fight?
Right.
It's like that. That I know that he's gonna get in. Why? The one thing he has that does stand out is you were on pay-per-view at least 3 times, and 3 times it did $1 million. That to me is stronger than your fucking resume. But
what does that have to do with the legacy, though? I don't.
Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Michael.
yeah. I guess.
Hall of Fame.
I'm thinking more of a legacy aspect, but yeah, that's true.
But what about?
Go ahead, undefeated.
What about Fernando Vargas, bro?
All right, let's run it down. How famous was he, and how good was his resume? Because
He was the
those are the
first.
two things they're
He
gonna
was
look
the
at.
he was the only champion. Well, he's gonna be the only champion to ever be 17, bro. He became a champion at 17. He
That is
beat
pretty cool.
yeah,
No,
he
wait a
beat
minute.
and
Wait a minute.
motherfuckers.
No, wait a
Hold up,
minute. Wait a
motherfuckers are
minute.
losing their mind over
Re-
a fucking 20-year-old.
Wait.
let me.
Wasn't Wilfred
Wilfredo
Benitez?
Benitez was a champion at 17 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vargas
but
is
he's
not
that's
the
what I'm
He's
youngest.
Puerto
about to
Rican. We
say.
don't
Yeah.
count him over here. We don't count him.
Well, look. Is that all he has? That he won a belt really young?
He
he got
beat
knocked out by a bunch of
Cortez.
dudes.
17, bro. Think about that. That's crazy, bro.
No.
That's
I'm
fucking
just.
insane.
I only said that, Michael. I'm only saying that because it's not unique. Somebody else did it. What else?
Only 2 people though.
Oh, he lost to
What
Felix.
else?
It's a
Trinidad.
short list. It's a short list. Yeah, I don't know.
Man, bro, I was learning how to eat pussy at 17, man.
Oh,
I mean,
Fucking
is that
virgin.
it? Undefeated? Is that it? Is that the strongest argument in
Okay.
favor
at
of
17 years
Because
old,
we're
I was
talking
getting
about.
paid.
You said it was talking. We're talking
In the
about
Hall of Fame.
accomplishments, right? The fame. He was
Okay,
in the fight with Tito. He was in the fight with Oscar. He did fight Corte. He fought Campas. He fought. He went. But I'll tell you what. It's really razor thin. Him and Mikey.
Yeah.
Like Mikey,
I'm
you.
gonna be honest with you. I don't
Yeah.
think
Not
I,
close.
I was there for Ferros's run. I was there.
So was I.
He's not Hall of Fame worthy.
No.
I agree.
But it's
No.
because Mikey's
Yeah, I
resume, and
was there, bro.
I fuck with Mikey, bro. But it's like,
I'm just saying that it's got to be one or the other. Either you were really super duper popular, and I remember in fact he was popular, not Oscar popular though. Nah, not Tito popular. Nah, not like that. But he was a known, respected.
Oh, Wilfredo
popular
did
guy,
beat Winky Wright. That is true. That is true.
right?
Winky
He
Wright is a
was
Hall of Famer.
he was a popular guy, but I can't say that the argument for Ferros is strong enough. I don't think it is. Like, nah, popularity wise, legacy
racist.
wise,
Y'all racist.
nah.
You
Yeah,
can't
racist.
end your career with back-to-back
Hall
losses
of
to Shane Mosley and
Fame.
fucking Ricardo.
Okay, if
McCall-
we're
McCall
using the
Roulette.
pay-per-view aspect, how close is Wilder getting? Not saying that he sold 1 million or
Look,
some shit like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's too many
He
Claggett.
doesn't deserve it.
It's too many Claggets in America. Unfortunately, he's gonna get in. He's gonna get in
Which
for
is
2
crazy
reasons.
to me, bro.
He's gonna get in for 2 reasons: 10 consecutive title defenses and the Fury trilogy that he didn't win one fucking fight. That is literally what's gonna get him in. He didn't win one fucking fight in that trilogy, but that is why he's gonna get in. Nasty work.
Yo,
No, he arguably
Fury
literally
had
lost all
egg
3.
weights, bro. Fury had egg weights.
He had dildos in his gloves, bro.
No, bro,
Shit's
no.
crazy.
I literally saw somebody still arguing that shit the other day. That
Seriously?
look at Fury's gloves, like, bro.
Oh my
serious?
goodness, I love
I
that
really
shit.
think that
Wow.
you not only do you have to be retarded to think that there was something in there, you must have never got in a fight with nobody. Have you ever tried to punch somebody while holding some shit in your hand? It's gonna hurt you, bro, not them. If you got some shit in your hand,
It would break your fuck. Doing
No,
that
and
for
then-
multiple
and then
rounds,
somebody
you would
said
break your
that-
hand.
Somebody said that. Oh, I don't care what nobody says. Wilder should have won the first fight.
then don't say it on fucking social media if you don't care what nobody says. What you telling us for?
Cool, like.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying someone's
Hell.
debating the egg weight, the egg weight, the egg shape, the egg shape
Yeah.
weight?
No. It was.
That's why he had a.
It was the
That's why he
count.
had
It was
an
the long
egg
count in
weight
the first fight.
shaped lump on his head, right?
No, they were
Shut the
saying
fuck
that
up,
the
real
first
talk.
fight was okay.
You could go to a
Bitch
fucking
ass
heavy
nigga.
bag. You could go to a fucking heavy bag right now. Have a lock in your hand and see if you could punch right. You gonna break your own fucking hand,
and
bro.
Not
you doing
only
him
that,
a favor.
not only that, these dudes are professional fighters, bro. So they hit even harder. So you just probably 2 power shots,
Wait,
2 right hands. Your hand is done. It's
hold
done.
on.
Let me
It's
read the
finished.
super chats before I pass it to Don. Let me read the super chats. George said, "Yanni Beck is in danger of becoming Triple G. Move up." Gee wishes.
He has
he
wet
could become
dreams
Yo,
of
he's
becoming
gonna kill
Triple G.
himself.
Like, what the hell?
That way.
Shout out to George. Fantasy fight. Costia Zoo. Costia. You like.
Don't be
Costia.
disrespectful,
Come
George.
on,
Come on now.
come on.
Yo, Mikey only did one thing in the super lightweight division, and that was Sergey Lipinets, who only had 11 or 12 fights at the time.
Who was the guy that he fucking starched, bro? Who's that guy?
That was Dejan's Latijanin for the WBC
yeah, bro, I
title.
can't even fucking.
Mikey actually would have been more worthy if he would have fought and beat Loma, but I don't think he would have.
It would have been a great fight, though, man.
Yup.
He
ducked
Do you know
Loma.
what? Do you know why I say? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you one fucking thing, country, because I'm sick of your bullshit.
Fuck you, country.
Fuck up, Jules.
If you think about the right hand that Linares landed on Loma, right? Great right hand. Linares had one of the best right hands in the lightweight division. But you know who had a better right hand? Mikey. And it was stronger, man. And Mikey was more durable than Linares. Mikey, you saw he took a fucking beating at 147, and he wouldn't go down.
I mean, a wet paper bag is more durable than Linares. Let's not say that.
If it was a knockdown, I wouldn't argue. Okay, but that shit was just a simple off balance shot, bro. He was fine.
I fuck with Mikey.
He was fine, bro. He was not hurt. It was none of
I
that
didn't
shit.
say
Loma
what
would have
the
danced on him.
say he was hurt. I said Linares has, and it's I watched Linares all at lightweight. Linares was a gifted guy. His curse was that he just can't hold a shot. But he was a gifted guy. He was a talented offensive fighter. One of the best right hands, if not the best right hand, in the lightweight division at that time. That he's gonna land that punch. That's a guarantee that he's gonna land that punch.
I remember Mikey got dropped too by nobody.
Yeah, he did. He got dropped by Rocky Martinez. No, was it Rocky Martinez?
Oh my God, Rocky Martinez is
that Loma
crazy.
danced on his
didn't
ass.
Loma fucking beat
Loma fucking starched him, bro.
Yeah.
My favorite knockout.
I think Loma works.
I fuck with Mikey, but Loma dances on his ass, bro. Like a stripper.
Yo, how do we feel about Loma's career? Because it feels like I'm not shitting on it. He's definitely Hall of Fame, but it seems like when it came to the wins that really mattered for you to get, you never got them, and you had 3 chances.
Can I be honest with you? Can I be honest with you? In Julius' world, in the world of Julius, far, far away from this galaxy, Kazuto Ioka gets in the hall before Gennady Golovkin. Yeah, that was a great career that guy had. You nuts? He's still having a great career. 4-weight world champion, unified.
That dude don't stop. He's a cockroach.
To me, Kazuto deserves it. And there's guys like that I'm like, Mikey is one of those guys in the sense that because the Hall of Fame doesn't really quantify the example I give you, Michael. Andre Ward is not there because of fucking marquee value. Okay, that dude was never popular. So if he's there, it's got to be because he was a unified champion at 2 weights, because it clearly wasn't fanfare or fandom.
And linear at 2 weights was not.
Well, that's fucking awesome. I'm not. Look, I'm not saying.
I was
damn it. New York's #1 seller, bro.
Your bestseller, New York Times bestseller, right? But
linear at 2 weights does mean something, Jules. It does though.
Yeah, by a fucking robbery though, right?
You know what? Andre Ward, I don't want him in the hall, bro, because he could have been undisputed. He ducked that Haitian. He might he ducked Michael's uncle.
Yeah,
Michael's uncle.
But to bring it full circle, the question was, how do you feel about Loma's career away?
If he don't get paid, I don't get paid.
Okay, Loma's career. I'm gonna be. This is fair. This is because this is the problem that Loma really has. It's not something that he did, and it's not something that he said. It's what was said. He's the great Loma. I throw up a little in my own mouth whenever they say I'm not the great Vasil. Like, yo, relax, bro. Okay, Rocky Martinez, Jose Pedraza, Jorge Linares. Relax, bro. Relax.
Your boy Tim, bro. He's downloading data. He's downloading. Like, relax, bro. Hey, put your pants back on, bro. It's okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you really, I don't think it was a bad career. But my thing is this, and I've been saying this for at least 6 or 7 years, and it turned out to be true. Y'all sucking this guy's dick for no reason other than he fights in America. My opinion, he is not a better boxer than Usyk. He doesn't do anything better than Usyk. And I said that in 2019. He's fun. I like him. Enjoy him, because he's not going to be here very long. Guys like that, their prime goes quick. Okay,
He has too much of a young style. Too much of a young style.
Now that motherfucker Usyk is a first ballot. God damn.
Bro, yo,
Yeah,
dog,
we don't have to have that.
I feel privileged to have watched him box, though.
Right.
God damn.
That's how I feel about Crawford. No cap.
Slava Ukraina, man.
But the real shit is in your heart of hearts, guys, and country, please don't ride the fucking fence, okay? Just give me a straight fucking answer, okay? Jesus Christ.
He needs to hear your answer before you know.
Yeah, ask him first.
Do you no, everybody's open, everybody is entitled to their opinion if you think he is or he isn't. But do you guys, which one of you guys honestly believes that Vasyl Lomachenko had a Hall of Fame career?
I mean, he's got to. Wasn't he lineal in like 3 of the weight classes he was in?
No.
You know what, bro?
Wasn't he the fastest?
No.
3
No, 2 of them.
No,
He
it was only one.
If I'm being honest, bro,
and 35.
He was not lineal at 30, bro.
Bro,
He was not lineal at 30, bro.
I'll put Loma in before Mikey.
Okay, wait.
I
know he's beaten more active champions. No, he's beaten more active champions than Gennady. He has, though.
He literally beat more champions than Loma.
Okay,
yeah,
but
this is you don't understand.
Wait. Was Jose Pedraza not?
And this. Shut the fuck up, Michael. Shit. This is what I'm talking about. Mikey has been a champion at more weights than Loma and beat more champions and took their belts than Loma.
I said Triple G, not Mikey.
Yeah, but fuck
5 to 3. 5 to 3. I'm just wondering, what is it that we're quantifying? Because I don't know. Like, it just seems like
multi-weight champion.
Okay, what were the champions that Mikey beat?
Titles in 3 divisions.
Okay, the champions that Mikey beat. One of them was I believe it was either one of them was Rocky Martinez. One of them. Dejan Zlatijanin, Robert Easter, Sergey Lipinets, and I'm missing one. Who's the
Robert
one?
Easter was a champion?
Yeah, he had the IBF. He had the IBF.
Broner wasn't a champion, was he? Broner wasn't a champion.
It wasn't Broner. It wasn't Broner. Fuck, I'm missing one, man. I can't remember the 5th one, but it's 5. I remember
Lomas was who? He beat
Rocky Martinez. Gary was not a champion. Gary was not a champion. Gary was not a champion. He lost to City Salido. So the champion that he beat, Rocky Martinez, Jose Pedraza, Jorge Linares. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Tank ducked him, bro. Tank ducked him.
Tank did duck him. Like how? But anyways, though, him being a fastest multi-weight champion, that's got to count for something, bro. Or else everybody else would do.
That's history, bro.
That is history, bro.
Yeah.
That's got to count for something. You can't
just
undermine that.
Michael, you know what? That's fair because that is a record. That is a record.
Who else is doing that?
No, okay. Let me say this because I'm sick of tired. I'm tired of you, Julius.
Tired of me?
Shit,
Yeah.
Yeah, you hate me. You hate me, bro.
That's what I do, bro.
Yeah, nigga, Leo.
No, because I know what you did. And one of the 80% of the relay when you were updating your powerful power list, you did that. You put Crawford number 1 because I had to remind you that you had a criteria.
Yeah.
Because you were picking Usyk because Fury has victims. That's it. No, you had a criteria, and that's cool. No, that's cool. No. That's very good.
I mean, listen. Would it be fair to say?
Let me finish.
Let Leo go, then pass it to Don.
Yeah. You have a criteria, and that's cool. That's one of the things I like about your channel. But your criteria is not the criteria of the Hall of Fame. So stop it.
I'm not saying
because I'm tired.
No.
I'm tired of you.
Tired of the shit, man.
No, you're
Fuck you, Julius.
Listen. There's two. Listen, Leo, bro. Let everybody calm down. There's 2 things that get a guy in the Hall, from what I can see. There's 2 things primarily. The one that seems to override everything, right? The one that defies logic, the logic that they try to use some of the time, though not most of the time.
Hype.
Is how, exactly hype. How famous were you? Now, I don't, because if you think about it, why are Gaddy and Ward there? They were not the most accomplished
why the fuck
fighters.
is Sylvester Stallone in there? Why the fuck is Rocky in there?
Hey, Jules.
Right? Shout out to George. Fantasy fight Tommy Moore, Povetkin. That's an easy one. Povetkin all day. He'll knock Tommy's fucking block.
Tommy
Morrison versus
Povetkin. Yeah, I got fucking Povetkin. That's not a hard pick. Tommy had a good left hook but he had a shit chin and a shit engine. A shit chin and a shit engine.
Povetkin's pretty small, bro. If Tommy likes to start fast. If he starts fast,
Povetkin's not. No. Povetkin's not small. Povetkin was 6'3". He just fought in an era of heavyweights that were bigger than him. Povetkin's not actually small. He wouldn't look that small next to Tommy. Tommy was what? How tall was Tommy? 6'2"? Tommy wasn't a giant.
Tommy was like 6'1", 6'2".
He's like 6. He wasn't a giant, bro. So Povetkin, he wins that fight. Shout out to Ray.
Well, I mean, that's not that far in like size.
Oh, wait a minute, Ray. This one's for you, Leo. Ray said Tanaka has tied the record with Loma, Kosei Tanaka, for the fastest 3-weight world champion.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but nobody cares about the guy who got it second. It's about the guy who made history.
That's a good. See, that's why I fuck with Real Talk.
That's true.
Real Talk is a fucking dickhead like 90% of the time, but sometimes he says some real shit.
That's some genuine talk, bro.
Mikey actually beat AB for a vacant.
The fuck?
A vacant title too.
No, he didn't. No, it wasn't a full title. Country. The only full title that Mikey Garcia ever held at 140, and it wasn't even that long, was the IBF when he fought Sergey Lipinets, because Sergey had got it after Crawford moved up, and he became IBF champion. And then Mikey moved up on his, because you could see the bitch assness though, that that's a part of the reason he had the falling out with Top Rank, is they wanted him to fight Crawford.
Bitch assness. That's a good one.
Right. Coincidentally, you don't decide to move up to super lightweight until Crawford leaves. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's kind of obvious what you've been doing.
It was the WBC dynasty,
and we knew he didn't want to fight Loma, bro.
Yeah, come
on, bro. We saw that he did that shit strategic as fuck. He didn't want to fight Loma or Crawford. He knew he'd get fucked up.
Exactly. But he didn't want to fight. Yeah, because that was in the court document.
That was a good fight, bro.
Top Rank wanted him to fight two people. Gamboa was unbeaten at the time. Crawford hadn't beat him yet.
Good ass fight.
Gamboa or Crawford, he did not want either of them shits, and he sat out for 3 years.
Gamboa's Puerto Rican or Cuban? I forgot.
No, it's a Cuban dude, bro. Did he kill somebody?
Cuban.
Yeah,
he killed somebody, right? With his car.
He ran over somebody.
What? The fuck?
In Cuba.
When did that happen?
Oh yeah, that was actually
last year, bro.
Yeah,
that was like last year. They killed somebody, bro.
God damn.
Yeah, it was a chick too. She ran her over with his car, and they put him in jail for murder.
Did he? Was he trying? Was it on purpose, country?
I think he was drunk.
Going to jail for some pussy.
I think it was a manslaughter.
Wait,
not
Gamboa's in jail right now?
Yeah,
he's in jail right now, bro.
He's definitely not getting to the Hall of Fame now.
I don't think he's getting into any hole anytime.
Shit.
Hey, I gotta.
We'll be lucky to get to the chow hall over there, man.
What are the odds that he's in the same cell as Verdejo?
Nah, they're on different islands. They're both locked up, but they're on different islands, bro. And isn't Verdejo up for the death penalty?
Yeah,
he should be.
What a dumbass.
We gotta start doing that, bro. If you murder somebody, you should get murdered too. I've always felt that.
Yo, listen, you know what they talking about doing to that dude in North Carolina? They talking about a firing squad, bro.
What? What dude in North Carolina?
The dude that killed Irina, the Ukrainian girl. They're talking about a firing squad for him, bro.
I say you burn him alive. Burn him alive, bro.
What I would, if it's me, you're not dying quick. We're going to tie you to 4 horses. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to smack them all on the ass at the same time.
No. That's I got a better one. No, I got a better one. There's one where they set you on a wedge and they tie 2 heavy rocks to your legs.
Nah, doesn't this dude have mental health problems? Just kill him and get it over with. No. I'm not telling you not to kill him. He's definitely fucked up.
Okay,
kill him and get it over with. But
I'm with for them to get to suffer.
Honestly, you also want to kill the judge, because what is happening where you let somebody who's
I
committed
think no,
14 felonies.
What if we make them watch
Can I
Devin
say this?
Haney
Can I
fight?
say this? I think we need to stop pretending that having mental health issues is a pass to do unspeakable things, because there are actually a lot of people that have mental
I
health
never said
issues.
that.
I'm not saying in general, I'm saying there are a lot of people who have mental health issues. There are a lot of people who actually are schizophrenic and shit, but they're not all violent. They're not all violent. You understand that there are lots of people, bipolar disorder, manic disorder, or whatever.
Yeah, but it's different levels for
schizophrenia.
everybody, though. It's different for
Yeah,
everybody.
but if you're getting to a point where you're randomly stabbing people, yeah, let's torture this guy. Why not?
Yeah, okay.
Send a
I'm with
message.
He's not even
No, yeah, I
aware of
agree,
what's going
bro.
on, though.
You know
Let's make
what?
him
No,
he's
I'm
pretty
with the
fucking
torture,
Bro,
bro.
schizophrenia, nigga, look it up. That shit is not no joke.
Nah,
You're
bro.
not even aware of
Let's
what's
make
going
him
on.
watch
I'm
Devin
with
Haney
the
fights, bro.
I'm with the torture.
It's like you're not aware.
As
You
long
don't
as
have
you
no
don't put him
control.
on
Yo,
on
imagine
the
right now
chair,
you're
bro.
just hearing
Don't
fucking voices nonstop. You can't even
don't put him
sleep,
on the
bro.
chair. Don't
Mike,
put him on the
fucking
chair, because
Michael, let
Like
people
that's
that
talk.
not.
shit takes years, and it takes like
Oh, I can't
200,000.
hear anybody.
Yeah. The firing squad would be quicker. It's
I
just,
cannot hear other people.
Hey, Michael.
and somebody said it, which is true. The asylums went away, and a lot of people didn't notice that the insane
Try
asylums,
to exit
that
and come back.
the insane asylums went away, and that would have been the best solution for guys like that, repeat offenders who, obviously they just can't be in society. You need to bring the asylums back, because if the epidemic of mental health is that bad, well, you want to be humane, right? I lock these motherfuckers up in an
No, because
asylum
you
then.
know what, Jules? I'm on
Why
the
are there
boat
two
of
Michaels?
Yeah, there's two in the bottom.
yeah, hold fast. I'm on the boat of in the same. You know how like a bartender, if they overserve somebody and then they commit manslaughter, drinking and driving, they could be held responsible. I think a lot of these judges who are letting out these people, these
Yeah,
repeat offenders, they should be held liable to
that's
that. Like,
exactly what
look,
I just said as well.
I
yeah,
agree.
this
No,
guy got.
I agree. I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's just that the problem with that, where that would get resistance is, and I don't want to get political tonight, but where that would get resistance, the biggest issue with that is 99.9% of the time you would be talking about Democrats.
No, I'll be careful. Goose is gonna
99.9% of the time.
fucking
Then
start
we
getting her
gotta.
I'm
We,
just
fucking
saying that
panties in her butt.
even that it just happened in Chicago earlier today. The mayor dude, it's like, are you protecting the citizens, the law-abiding citizens, or the criminals? Well, what is it?
That
I
motherfucker's
saw something
crazy.
about that. But what was it again? He was what the fuck was it?
Basically, he set up hot zones to protect illegal aliens from ICE. He's
He's
setting
trying
that
to
up
get
in
reelected.
Chicago. He's setting that up in Chicago.
the governor.
And
No, he's trying to get
no,
reelected.
the mayor,
Oh
mayor
shit.
dude, and it's like, this is and look, I don't care what side of the spectrum you're on. I don't care. Countries have borders. That's just a fact. If you're sitting here thinking that America shouldn't have one, I don't know what to tell you, bro. But anywhere else in the world, you get shot. If you think they're being inhumane, you have no idea. Anywhere else in the they'll do worse, and they'll do it at their leisure. So the idea that they're so mad at these guys for picking up guys because somebody asked the dude, well, there was an illegal alien from Nicaragua that raped a woman and beat her to death with a rock. If that were your wife, would you want to protect the dude? That's what they asked him. And the dude didn't even come up with an answer. He's such a spineless fucking jellyfish. But these are the things that people are worried about. And that's what a lot of people on the left just don't want to understand, that, that's what people are worried about.
Oh, no, he got mad. He got mad because he asked him that question. And he's like,
yeah.
Look,
But as if it's not a valid question, that it's like, I understand that there are homegrown murderers and things like that. I get all of that. That's like, yeah, even if you kicked everybody out, there would still be murders. The idea is to mitigate how much this happens. That one is too many, because that's somebody's mother, that's somebody's sister, that's somebody's something.
Yeah. No, it's like you said, people don't know how good we have it over here, bro. It's like that. It's like that video of that one tourist who's going around. She's like videotaping some dude in his yard, and he's like, hey, you can't record. She's like, oh, I can record if I want to. She's like, oh, would you think this is America? And he fucking knocks her out. He knocked her the fuck out.
Bitch, beat. Oh,
What do you think
oh,
this is,
bro.
America? Clink
A
knocked her
couple of
fucking
months
smooth
ago,
out.
a couple of months ago, didn't y'all see these tourists that went to Cancun, and then the cops pulled them over, and they told them like, hey, give us $150. And the Americans were like, "What's your badge number?" Like, bitch, this is Mexico, ho. Like,
Yo, listen. Chequea.
They
Había una
get
morena.
struck down and they're
Chequea.
asking for
Había
badge
una
numbers.
morena, right? She
yeah.
made the news for saying that she's gonna move to Russia because it's less racist than that. America's so no. She makes the news. America's so racist. I'm leaving. Bitch moves to Russia. Moves to Russia.
What?
Moves to Russia. The name, because her dad had, lineage and shit like that. But she moves to Russia. Fucking landlord and the guy whoop her ass. She can't do video of the bitch crying. It's like, yo, I don't know. You don't want to understand something about
What
the
do you
world.
mean
and that
Oh,
is why.
was that that black chick that moved there?
Yeah, you seen the
Yeah, I
shit come out. She
remember.
moved to Russia.
Yeah. She was
And
all
I'm just
bent out of shape about that shit.
And the
That's
only
fucking
thing I'm
funny.
trying to communicate is honestly, you guys shit on this country. Not you guys, obviously. People shit on this country too much, and they don't know how good they have it. Like until you get out there. Look, the bitch that went to fucking Saudi yelling at the cab driver. Bitch, you don't know it's a law. Your ass can't do that. You can't do that. That shit you do in America. You can't
I've
do
seen
it.
that one.
Yeah, there's
that
so
one.
much shit that you can get away with doing here that you can't do in other countries, and they will fuck you up when you try.
And they don't give a fuck. And they don't give
Johnny
a fuck.
Somalia kid. Like
Oh, I'm so glad they got that motherfucker.
Oh, that
Shout
nigga's
out to
rotting in
George.
prison.
All hands for against public. I'm for it personally. I'm for it. I'm for it because
Bring back public
criminals.
hangings.
I honestly, I'm for it because there needs to be a visual deterrent. For as horrific as that was, you can tell that people are not scared. You know why? There were people being blasé about that woman's death. That woman didn't do nothing to y'all. You not seeing her. You seeing that you hate white folks or you hate this or you hate that. That woman didn't do nothing to you, and that dude killed her. And it's people making jokes in the comments. It's people acting like it's whatever. So, okay, clearly we can't appeal to your decency. You need something to be afraid of. Because that's the only thing you respond
He
to.
took his fucking sentencing, bro. Bro fell out crying, como un pendejo.
Yeah, fuck him, man.
Uncle Jackson, what about the black lady that got deported from Pakistan?
Bro, there's so many instances of people that travel to other countries. Like, remember when I think it was I Show Speed, he went to one of those Eastern European countries, and they was you know what they were saying, because they don't give a fuck over there. What the fuck you gonna do? You want to fight? They fight over there. It's not like over here. Yeah, they fight. They fight all day. That's what they do over there. They fight. People got nothing to do but drink vodka and fight.
I Show Speed. There's this clip, bro. I think he's in he's in one of the Oriental countries, and the dude like comes up to his limo, the windows up, and he hands him a bag, rolled up KFC bag. He's like, hey, try that shit, bro. You're gonna love
banana
that shit.
too.
He fucking opens it up. It's a fucking banana, bro.
Bro, the fucking the basketball bitch Brittany Griner, wasn't she in Russia for months? And then she comes over and she starts shitting on the U.S. Like, you dumb bitch.
Dumb bitch.
And that's why. And
we should have brought back our troop over that fucking dude.
And that's why I've been saying that. And that's why I've been saying that. Look, if you really just be real, I don't really care who it fucking offends anyway. The people on the left are idiots. They're just dumb. Yeah, you're just fucking dumb. You don't know how good you have it. It'll take for things to get bad for you to realize how good you have it. And even then, because you're a fucking narcissist, you won't admit that you were wrong. You won't admit it. You'll act like nothing happened because you're fucking useless. You can't let these motherfuckers make decisions. No. You can't make decisions no more. You're all fucking idiots. Can't make you're gonna put a lot of these motherfuckers think that way. You don't got nobody to protect, or maybe protecting people, it's not even in you. You understand? You don't have kids, you don't have sister, mother, auntie, grandma. You're not worrying about none of them because you're a fucking narcissist. You cannot let these people make decisions, man.
Last month, the governor of Texas signed the law that no man can go into a woman's bathroom. And this bitch was online talking about, man, that's fucked up. That's so sexist. Like, bitch, what if
What?
you had a daughter and she goes to the bathroom and then you see a 35-year-old man with a beard and a dress go right
No le,
behind her?
tú no ves que no le de verdad, at the root of that problem, is vanity. At the root of that problem is vanity and narcissism. What you don't care about anybody else. See, this is what you don't want to understand. The fathers, like me, are not worried about gay men using the bathroom because gay men don't like pussy. You know who I'm worried about? Somebody pretending to be a gay man to gain access to that bathroom.
You mean
That's who I'm worried about.
Or he's crazy.
Yeah, see,
Because it happens. Do you understand? If you delineate that line that separates this from that, and these spaces are for these people, and these spaces are for these people, it's that much easier for the predators to get in. I'm not worried about a gay dude using the bathroom with the girls. The gay dude don't like pussy. He don't want that. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about somebody pretending to be him to gain access to those spaces because they'll try. They will try. That's what motherfuckers don't get, but you got to be an adult. You got to have people to protect. And a lot of these fucking you don't got nobody you worrying about. You worried about what kind of shit you going to order at Starbucks. That's what you worried about.
Yeah.
You don't got people to
The,
protect.
the same bitch was talking about how she lived in an area where there's a lot of Trump supporters, but like there people were like, okay, bitch, well go to the side where they support where they're liberal. She don't want to because she knows what's up. She knows it's dirty, it's fucked up, crime.
Exactly, like every major city, and I said it all last year and all the 2 years. Yo, why is every major city in America going through a case of urban blight? And why is every major city in America run by Democrats? That can't be a coincidence. And why does it feel like you guys are working systemically to weaken this country's infrastructure so you can make it easier to conquer? Because I swear to God, that's what it looks like. It still looks that way. You're telling the government, yo, you can't come here and do the function that the president told y'all to do. Because what, you care more about these people than the actual citizens? Make that shit make sense. What are you getting out of this? And the more you fight, the more obvious it becomes what you're getting out of this. Someone, somewhere, paying you to do this. That's what's going on.
I
I've
just
been
love
saying
how
it.
I just love how Democrats have spent the last like several decades strengthening federal power, and now the Republican president saying we're going to do this now. All of a sudden, you're all about states' rights. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. George said, we traded Brittany for a war criminal. That's how
That
I
shit
heard
is
that shit.
crazy, bro.
That
That
shit is
shit's
crazy.
crazy for a
You
fucking
wanna know what's
female
funny
basketball
is
player.
Brittany is actually a dude, man.
Yeah, y'all didn't hear what's going on with her? That
She
may
do-
not be a female, bro.
She doing the whole transition.
oh Lord,
There's a ban. There's some kind of a ban. That much I know. There's some kind of a ban, and apparently Brittany can't play now.
Good.
I wonder why.
She's got a dick.
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Y'all hoes stay loose.
She's been passing it off as a giant clit, but it's really
So
it's just
what
a
fights,
tiny
hey, what
penis.
fights we got coming up soon, man?
Boots and Lima, bro.
Um,
Boots and Lima.
Go smoke your cigarette.
Yay.
yeah, Dave Allen.
I know. And if Boots wins, he's going to fight Virgil.
Yeah.
Yay.
Not really.
He's gonna fight
Fucking-
another contender and fucking non-champion.
Eddie and Oscar going at it now. I can see it.
See, and
Oh,
I
no.
had one of my coworkers asked me today. He's like, "Hey, are you gonna go to the Virgil fight?" And I was like, "Man, it's an hour away, bro. I don't know. I just
I was on
Bro,
in Frisco.
Fort Worth. It's in Fort Worth, bro.
Ah, fuck, I ain't going forward.
Man,
Yeah.
have you guys seen that stupid dog meme where the two dogs are just barking at each other, go at it, and the gate that's in between them moves away, and they just go
And they
completely
stop.
quiet?
It's hilarious.
That's fucking Virgil and Boots to me. Like you guys just yipping at each other, and the second
Nah,
they
nah. You know. Do you know what's sad, bro? That's Virgil and Boots. That's also Virgil and Sayas. Like, what y'all?
Simon,
I'm
right?
fucking
Pinche Virgil way.
like,
He's
come
fucking,
on, bro.
fucking embarrassment.
Pinche maricón.
That was Oscar De La Hoya and Bill Haney at the
Yeah.
conference.
What do you expect? Way he's a fucking pocho.
Yeah, but he's a weird fucker, bro.
Okay, we got Chikatzian versus Mafood also.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not a bad show.
Is anybody interested in part 3, Boots and Chikatsi?
No.
God damn it. No, that
Shut
needs a
the
third
fuck
fight.
up, way.
He did make Boots look bad though.
Hey yo, any of you guys watching Monster the Ed Gein story?
No, I've been seeing it a lot in
If you liked
passing,
it,
though.
if you liked it, the Jeffrey Dahmer series, you'll like this one as well.
I don't really watch that kind of shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that stuff makes me depressed, to be perfectly honest. Like,
I mean, to me, it's a little like
I watch stuff like that.
No, to me, it's kind of like I find it disrespectful they glorify the killer. You know, like now these families, the victims of these families.
If it's like a documentary, that's not
You
glorifying.
gotta see this dude over and over again, type shit.
Y'all know what's kind of weird, bro? Like, I've talked to a lot of girls and not dated them. Majority of these bitches are interested in crime series. Like, they listen
Because
to
they're all
podcasts
fucking
stuff.
crazy bitches, bro.
Yeah, bitches. I mean, pussy is good, but they are a little crazy. Like they,
Crazy pussy is the best kind of
it
pussy.
is.
Like,
bro,
it really fucking is.
Read any fucking rom-com book or romantasy, whatever. It's always some creepy, rapey dude who's always the fucking main protagonist. Like, chicks love that shit. It's really weird.
Brim, I've been looking for a senior woman because I'm trying to I'm trying to get one of them old cougar bitches.
Knock the
take
dust
care
off
of me
that
and
pussy.
shit. Nah, I'll knock the dust off that pussy.
Man,
hell yeah, I'm looking for a fucking senior woman. Point me in that direction. Fucking going to bingo and
Bro,
shit.
one of the best shirts I've seen, and I wish I bought it, was I don't hunt lions, but I do choke cougars. Like, goddamn.
Oh, that's a good one.
Damn, Burchelt's is fighting somebody this weekend too.
Fuck yeah! No, one of my best shirts actually. I wore it to high school. It said on the front of it said "gay or straight," and on the back it would say "everyone masturbates." And I made it like halfway through the day before some fucking Karen made me take it off.
Yeah, I wouldn't have did it.
I got a lot of chuckles from teachers, bro.
That's crazy that Burchelt's still fighting. I thought he should have retired by now after all.
Yeah,
that guy's still fighting.
Bro, he looked bad after that Oscar fight. He looked bad.
He looks all fucking
Perez on
symmetrical and shit.
Man, for real.
Damn.
That's
that
crazy.
motherfucker's gonna be all fucking. Be fucking all twerk all like a fucking viejito and shit.
Dude, Oscar, man, that fight with Oscar destroyed him, man.
Yeah, that took a lot out of him. That took years off his life, type shit.
He ain't fought this. He doesn't fight the same anymore. He ain't like that. I don't know. If I was him, I would just think about hanging it up.
Oh man, the Yankees lost. That's so sad.
You're funny.
Shit, all I heard was about that home run yesterday. Like, oh shit, and today they lost. Wow.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, what a shocker.
I want Turkey to give an event at Yankee Stadium. I'll definitely make it to that one.
That idea of putting on something at the Central Park would have been great. There's no traffic. There's no cars. Like, fuck it.
Type shit.
Yeah, we don't get that many cards out here.
Where you at again, country?
I'm in Northern Cal. I'm in Sac, but
Oh, okay.
like the last time there was a top rank card out here, it was all the way. It was down in Stockton, so I went to it, but it was I had to drive like about 40 minutes.
Who was the main event for that fight?
It was Yanni Beck, I believe.
Oh, god dang! They really don't give a fuck
Damn,
about
that's
Yanni.
gay.
They really don't care about Yanni.
Well, there's more local fights that go on, which is fine, but I mean, I don't always get a chance to go to them all the time. And then, but I wish they had some like bigger cards that would come around here. I would like to go to them.
Hey, you read the obituary lately?
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Arturo Gotti Jr. Man, that's so young.
Yeah, that's sad, bro. That kid,
Man,
that was a
what did he
kid,
die
bro.
of, though?
That was a child, bro.
Bro, he murked him. He murked himself, bro.
A la
Did he?
verga.
What? I didn't know that.
Yes, bro. He murked. Yeah, bro.
They're saying,
Pobrecito.
they saying Arturo's his looked like it could have been a suicide as well.
Well, with Arturo, there was always a foul play element, and they suspected the wife because she was the only one in the vicinity at the time that it happened. With Arturo, they suspected foul play; they just never proved it. With this kid, he went out the same way, but I haven't seen anybody saying that they suspect foul play. I haven't seen that. With Arturo,
2 gunshots to the back of the head.
no. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to get flagged or nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, the shit is sad, bro. He was a kid, man. He was a 17-year-old kid, bro.
I know, man. That's crazy.
That's sad, bro.
Let's get to something happy.
I was learning to eat pussy at 17.
Now let's get happy again. Let's talk more shit about Democrats. Did you guys know that the Pacific Palisades fire, did you guys see the story? It was set by a
environmental dude, right?
A mental person?
A leftist.
It's
the same thing.
Same thing.
A la verga.
Party of the crazies, Gooch. Party of the crazies. Party of the crazies. Like I've been saying. That's crazy. Over $1 billion. What was it, country? 150 billion in damages, bro. One dude.
Wait. How did they find this out or prove or
that I don't know. I only saw the headline. That I have to read the article. I saw the headline earlier today. I was like, of course.
You know, one of the good things to come out of this Charlie Kirk situation is it brought Steven Crowder out of retirement, and now he's doing the change my mind bits again.
Oh yeah.
So he's doing those again, which is
with a bulletproof vest.
Look, I'll say this. The good thing that came out of if there's something
it's a full
good
ballistic suit, bro.
If there's something good that came out of that poor guy getting murked like that over fucking opinions and town hall debates of all fucking things, right? Because town hall, whatever. If there's something good, I'm sorry, but I prefer a more patriotic American than the opposite. I prefer a patriotic American. Yes, I prefer that people love their country and are willing to fight for it. Yeah, I prefer that. The fuck you think? I want a bunch of loony.
I remember that shit growing up, bro. Like actually liking fucking America, and bro, I remember my favorite wrestler growing up. I didn't know his name, but I would describe it as the guy who came out with the fucking American flag on his head. Okay, Kurt
Macho
Angle.
Sasquatcho?
No, Kurt Angle.
It was the Lounge Lizard.
Oh, I thought
it was the Undertaker, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That the alternative is a bunch of people that hate this country and work with the enemies of this country to hurt who, dog? To hurt who? Us, you fucking idiot. A bullet is not going to stop midair and ask you who you voted for or what your beliefs are. A bomb is not going to swerve around you. Oh, well, you're a sympathizer, so I'm not going to burn you.
Like friendly fire isn't on, dumb bitch. Like,
and they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. The dude that set that fire, I believe they said that 12 people died in that fire, something like that. The dude that set the fire in the Palisades. And you did all that to what? To try to manufacture climate change? It's like, yeah, you got to be sick in the head to go along with a lot of this stuff, dog. You have to be, or you have to be a narcissist. And I tend to believe it's the latter because it comes from a God complex that you think you're the one who's going to save the planet and save us. Like, you're not saving anything, dog. You're part of the problem. Okay?
Not to be like fucking corny and bring up a movie line, but it's like on Fight Club how he says, you're the middle children of history. You have no war to fight. You have nothing. So a lot of these people, they're pseudo activists. They pick up a false cause that really isn't even real, and they're brainwashed.
Activism is a way for people that aren't good at anything to feel like they're devoting themselves to. You're not there's this Australian lady She's like really old and she curses a lot of people out. And she said it. You know, what good is it doing demonstrations in Australia for what's going on in Gaza? What is that changing? And you know, the way she put it, it was so simple but so true. You don't see Brits going to Australia to do demonstration about what's going on in Britain. You don't see the Chinese going to Australia to do demonstrations about whatever's going on in China. Only these morons are demonstrating everywhere, and it's not affecting any change. It's not actually doing anything. It's still going on. It's going to keep going on. If you really cared that much, go over there and fight. You won't do that. You won't do that.
And the weird part is that all these activists think they're going to be immune to the hate stuff. Like, classic example, during the Black Lives Matter riots thing, there was a video of these people these white college kids being like, yeah, ooh, over the window. And of course, someone took a brick and threw it at their window. And they were like hyperventilating. We're on your side. Like, bitch, you white. They don't give a fuck.
It was in a building, right? I remember.
No,
bro, that's the funniest shit I've ever heard. That somebody said, they were like, "Isn't it hilarious how white women love to be all these activists as if you're not white?" Like,
look, there was an activist. He was a BLM activist also. He was a sympathizer. Defund the police moron in New York about 1.5 2 years ago. Out late at night with his girlfriend, waiting for the fucking bus of all things.
Didn't he get stabbed?
Yes, he did, and he died.
Yep.
Defund the police, you fucking dickhead.
Bro, I bet you he posted that black square on Instagram and everything.
You know what I'm saying? I lived through the Dinkins era, and I could tell you New York was a fucking cesspool while he was there. And New York didn't get good. I'm sorry to tell you, New York didn't get good and safe and fun to be around, honestly, until the fucking Republicans were running it. It's just the truth. It is. Giuliani, Bloomberg. Yeah, it was good when they were there. If you hand it back to the left, watch what happens. What and inside you'll regret it, but you're such a big fucking narcissist that
you know what that shit reminds me of? It reminds me of that stupid Swedish broad who went over to the Middle East. I forget which country it was, saying it was safe to go hiking, and she went over there and got killed and raped. They raped and murdered her.
Bro, when it comes to women, George Orwell said it.
Jesus Christ, fucking country, lay it on thick. Why don't you?
That's what they did, man. I mean, what the fuck? It's not my fault that the broad was dumb. I mean,
I don't know. I just don't know what's wrong with these bitches at the end. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, you can't be this stupid.
George Orwell said
yes, they can.
Hang on.
Shut the fuck up and let Jason finish.
I am. You shut the fuck up and listen, bitch.
When George Orwell was fighting in Spain in their whole conservative communist shit, he came to this conclusion, quote, "It was always the women, and above all the young ones, who were the most bigoted adherents to the party, the swallowers of slogans, the amateur spies, and nosers out of unorthodoxy." It's always the fucking women, bro.
It's always the women, bro. It's always the women, bro.
Because, I mean, you guys are fucking, at the risk of sounding sexist, bro, like, we're just fundamentally different. We think differently. Like, women think very emotionally based. They see the world with everything in front of them, whereas men, you're a lot more logically based. You know, you're gonna go based off of probabilities and possibilities and quantify your decisions through logic. Whereas a woman's just gonna be like, well, I just don't want anyone to go hungry. Like, well, all right, bitch, well, go fucking feed them,
bitch.
Well, one of my homegirls posted the pictures of her 2 kids. She said, "Oh, my baby's passport pics in case I gotta leave the United States." Bitch, where are you gonna go? Mexico? Like the cartels ain't having shootouts and shit. You dumb bitch. Like,
and that's what irritates me. That I'm in some ways I'm still not. Like, I'm not the most patriotic person, nor have I ever been. But I'm not a fucking idiot either. There's a reason that people have been climbing over each other for ages now to come here. It's not the other way around. They want to come here.
America,
and you, as much as you talk shit and activate and activism, you won't leave because you're not stupid. You're not stupid. You won't. You're not gonna go fucking nowhere. You're gonna stay here, drink your Starbucks, and fucking complain because it's safer to complain in America than to be somewhere else.
Yeah, that's like whenever Timothy Bradley said that he would leave boxing commentary if Ryan Garcia won, and he's still fucking here.
Well, Ryan didn't win.
To be fair,
Ryan didn't win, but yeah, man, you know, like, and you know, I guess it's a little hard to ignore the state of things right now. But I have to say that what came out of that poor kid getting, because I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't really care who doesn't like it. Yeah, that's wrong. That's called wrong. A dude that's sitting there saying some shit shouldn't get his, that shouldn't happen. That's wrong, right?
Yeah, like, I don't know about you, but I'm teaching my children that is wrong and not okay. I don't.
That's wrong.
That's how
period.
the fuck that works.
And the fact that I see so many parallels, boxing being the biggest microcosm for life, right? They do the same thing in boxing. You make up a lie, then repeat it long enough that people start to believe it. That is literally what you're doing with that guy. Literally. I don't know that dude from nowhere, but the stuff you guys are saying that he said, none of you seem to be able to produce it. What did he say? Or is it that you're too stupid to process what he did say? Because that's how it looks. You're vilifying him.
And it's shit out of context 9 times out of 10.
You got to shut the fuck up, bro. Right? You're vilifying this guy post-mortem to justify why you're a fucking ghoul. Like, literally, you're assassinating the guy's character after he died so that it's okay for you to celebrate it. Yeah, you guys should get fired, bro. Like, the fuck wrong with you, dog? I'm done.
Hey, Joe, so would you believe that Burchell is actually fighting this weekend?
Yeah, I could believe that. He's fighting on a Zanfer show with the young girl, Camila Zamorano.
Yeah,
Dave Allen.
Perez.
Dave Allen Makhmudov, bro, in the afternoon. I'm going live for that.
They're going to show it on TV Azteca. Is what they said.
I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live for the Dave Allen fight, just because it's a heavyweight fight. Somebody gonna get knocked out. I don't really care who, but I'm gonna go. I don't really care. As long as somebody gets knocked out, I don't really give a shit who.
No, gotta get your rocks off.
Yeah,
I mean, not for nothing. Hang on, not for nothing. Kosei Tanaka is gonna get in the Hall of Fame when he's eligible. Fastest 4-weight champion in boxing history.
I don't think he'll get the recognition, bro. Personally, I don't think he'll get the recognition. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think we're there yet as a boxing society?
If you look at the panel of voters, it's just a bunch of Americans. I just don't feel it's international enough for it to be on an even keel. No, it's just a bunch of Americans. I mean,
no,
at least
you're right, Jules,
3 of the guys.
If it was, Wonjak Khan would be already in the Hall of Fame. Like, he was for a time the greatest flyweight ever. So,
I mean, the fact that Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. Sr. are not on there already, when you think about the viewership of their fight, like the numbers for their fight, like it was through the roof, dog. Like it was.
You could practically guarantee it's because of their children's fight that they're even being nominated.
Exactly. That now they're on the ballot when they should have. They should have got in a long time. Like, dog, like a lot of people, not a million. Millions upon millions of Brits tuned into that fight. Those 2 guys should already be in the hall. They should have been they should have been in there already. So that kind of lets you know.
And also the stipulation is stupid. Like, vote for 5 people. Why just 5? That's a fucking arbitrary ass number.
I mean, 5. I get why that there has to be a limit on how many people get in. Otherwise, it loses its exclusivity. I get that. I do get that. It's just that I don't think it's international enough. Why is Golovkin a shoo-in? Because he fought in America? Y'all didn't give a fuck about him when he was in Germany. But why is he a shoo-in now? Because he fought in America. So is that the biggest quotient for everything? You have to have fought in America. And you have to... Well, fuck that shit.
Well, apparently, because... In a way. Like, anyway, you got to fight over here. Got to fight over here to do something.
Now, I was asking the guys earlier to pick 5 guys out of this list that would form your Hall of Fame ballot. Out of the names on this list, Jason, who would you pick?
Nigel Benn and Eubank for sure. I'll be a fucking whore and say Woonjak Kam should be in there because what he did flyweight. Moon Sung Kill because he's one of the greatest Korean boxers of all time. And I'll just say Omar Navarez, like 23 title defenses, 2 weight classes. Who fought some good people. Like, I'm sorry, like you set records, and he's one of the more well-known Argentinian boxers, especially modern.
That's solid. That's solid. Ignacio, pick 5 guys. That's a good pick.
I agree with all 5.
Man, I never thought of that.
Damn, this is a good list.
Matter of fact, I'm changing my answer to his answer.
Yeah.
No, I think he's right. Mikhail Kessler should get in.
But imagine if somebody voted for Sven Otke.
What the fuck?
That'd be fucking nuts, bro. Like, that's who was. Imagine if a motherfucker picked all the wrong motherfuckers.
Fucking Rocky Lockridge.
Actually,
Like, I'm gonna pick Lucien Bute, Sven Otke.
El Travieso Arce.
Right. Let me see who else.
Actually, Jules, I have a question. Like, does Antonio Tarver have a good case for Hall of Fame other than knocking the shit out of Roy Jones Jr.? Is that enough?
You want my honest opinion? I lived through well, there was no Tarver era, first of all. The Magic Man did not have an era. If you want my honest opinion, no. You don't have a Hall of Fame resume. You don't have a Hall of Fame career. You have a Hall of Fame moment, but that's, I mean, like, in other words, Jason, if he had a case, you wouldn't have to ask me.
That's true.
Nah, I think he gets on the strength that he made young Jules cry.
Yeah.
He had a Hall of Fame quote.
So excuse tonight, Roy.
that was pretty awesome though. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, no, and that was, but that's a flash. That's a flash in the pit. Like I don't think Tarver was a bad fighter, by the way. It's not that. It's just you're in the Hall of Fame for 2 things: either your accolades as a boxer, or your notoriety, of which Antonio didn't have much.
Well, don't they have
of
like
either.
a Hall of Fame for fights, like Hall of Fame fights?
Well, maybe he could get in for that. You know, like one of the biggest upsets, because it was a pretty big upset. You know, but just for like, did he have a Hall of Fame career? I would say no. You caught Roy at the right time. That's the story of it. Caught him when he was coming down, and he wasn't the same guy anymore.
No, you're right, bro. No, I gotta take mine off of Antonio Tarver, bro, and I'll probably go with Sven Orke.
Shout out to Luis Puente, Macho Sasquatcho, El Joto Loco, Big Dick Dev. Those are some good picks.
Those are solid.
especially
those
Big Dick
solid.
Big Dick Dollar, bro.
Big Dick Dev, bro.
What he did to Pussy Pete is the stuff of legends.
I'm telling my grandkids about it.
Does Andy Ruiz get in?
I would say no. I would say no. Like if there were just some more there, right? But for one thing, you had one moment. And you didn't expand upon that moment. That it was monumental what he did, though. Understand that is, I believe, and I'm not sure, but I believe that is the second biggest upset in the sport of boxing. I believe that is the second biggest upset, only behind
on odds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only behind Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas.
Damn,
I don't know. I don't know another upset that's on par with that. Like that was pretty big, but it's just that that was one moment, and that same year that happened, you lost all those belts. That same year.
So what if
the same guy?
Hold on, wait. What if so say Usyk retires and he picks up one of those titles?
Who, Andy?
Yeah. You think it'd be enough?
I would say for him to have a case, right? Because he's still a somebody, you know, like as strange as he is, Andy is still a somebody. He needs some title defenses, man. That's what he's missing. You've been a champion. But it didn't last long. But you've been a champion. What you don't have are title defenses. You don't have that.
So no one Tarver, right?
He made history.
Not for me. Not for me.
Yeah,
not for me.
Bro, but didn't he fight Hall of Famer Sylvester Stallone, bro?
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Stop being racist.
I used to ride the two.
Fuck up, Ray. Shut the fuck up.
Hello, my bros.
Somebody
What's good, Harris? Yeah, somebody.
Bro, I read
Well,
that like
hang on. Speaking of heavyweights,
I read that like the nigga off the Goonies.
Yeah, Jason.
Did you see Daniel Dubois trying to get another shot at fucking Usyk? Dude, let
Hey,
it go.
No. Don't be stupid, Jason. He knows Usyk is about to retire inside of 2 fights. If he's fighting in an eliminator, he's trying to get a vacant title. It's very obvious play. Usyk, I don't think Usyk. I would be surprised if Usyk even fights again. But once, and that's it. Like, that dude is done, bro. That dude, he's done. He's
I mean,
I don't think Dubois. Hang on. I don't think Dubois is smart enough to plan that far ahead. I think he's thinking in his head, me eat Cran, me fight Usyk again.
So what? You think Daniel sat down in his room and rolled out the blueprint? This is what I'm. No, dog. That's Frank and George. They know.
It was what color crayon do you think it was in?
That's Frank and George. They know Usyk is about to retire. He's about to cough up all the belts. The reset button about to get hit. And yeah, Danny could get a belt, and Danny's still worth some money is the other thing. Like, bro, if Daniel Dubois fighting, I'm watching, dog. Like, he may be a fucking retard, but that's all the more reason to watch him fight. Because he's a fucking retard. So
he hit hard. Me, Daniel Dubois.
Rolly.
You know what I'm saying? He's big Rolo. Big bro Rolo. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a bad play. I just really hope that he hits Frank with the hardest punch somebody with Down syndrome has ever thrown, bro. That's all I hope.
The chromosome cracker?
Chromosome cracker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the chromosome cracker. But yeah, I'm not against him doing that. It makes sense. You know, if Frank is willing, and the shit was, I forgot they ordered Frankie to fight somebody else. I think it was Moses Atalma. He didn't want to do it. Then they ordered F.A. Ajagba. He didn't want to do it. And so it's like, well, yeah, if Daniel wants to do it, fuck it, let him. You know, and if he gets a belt, remember, we got to imagine a heavyweight division without Usyk. It's more interesting if Daniel has a belt. Maybe he can fight AJ again for it. Or you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody could challenge him for it.
I was gonna say, are we gonna get that Fury and Joshua fight or not?
I believe so, because Frank Warren said earlier today that Fury's definitely fighting next year. And there's not a lot left for Fury. Fury's not coming back for fucking Daniel Dubois. He's not coming back for fucking Agit Kabayel, Moses Sitalma. If he's coming back, he gonna have a tune-up, he gonna fight AJ, and we got another big one on the way. And I'm not against that either. I'm not against that.
That's like the last piece of business for both of them.
Hello, Rabbit.
Yeah, that's the last stop of the train.
Yeah, fucking last stop. So I'm not against that, but yeah, the division is more interesting if Daniel can get a belt, because then maybe he can have unification matches, and not just that, because it's the IBF title. When somebody becomes the mandatory, you know you gotta play ball. It's the IBF, bro. You gotta play ball. If you don't, you're gonna lose that belt. So I want Daniel to get a belt, and I really want him to knock out Frankie Sanchez. I loved when Agit did it. I hope Daniel does it even better, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna come so hard.
Come hard. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Ignacio joined the panel to sit there silently and breathe.
Fuck, boy.
Yeah, I used to ride the 2 train with Iran Barkley. He used to have his Hall of Fame ring on and shit. And I think about it, he took a lot of loss, but he had a hell of a resume.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely did.
Iran Barkley fought everybody, man. But on that predicate, you got to win some of those fights for it to matter is the thing. And that's kind of the case with Sean Porter. You lost to Brook, you lost to Spence, you lost to Thurman. You lost to Crawford. Right. He did beat Usyk.
In the end.
But he did beat Danny Garcia. He did beat Ugas. He did beat Broner. He did beat Malignaggi.
He beat off.
Beat Berto.
He beat Berto?
He ain't beat Berto.
Fuck.
Sean Porter to me has sort of the same argument Oscar does, except Oscar was a megastar and Sean Porter was Porter.
Yeah, but you got to give Oscar that he was a 6-weight world champion, which is no easy feat.
That too.
He was a 6-weight. Like, we can trash Oscar, but not only did he fight everybody that he could, he was pretty fucking accomplished. Gold medalist as an amateur, 6-weight world champion as a professional. You know, made a lot of fucking money. And he got a lot of fucking pussy. Which is saying a lot because he doesn't even like pussy. He likes getting pegged. But
you know what I'm saying?
he still got a lot of pussy. So
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
yo,
and
he has a best-selling pop album. So
yeah.
Yeah,
Better Manny Pacquiao shit. I'll pop Oscar shit in the fucking CD player before Manny's. I don't want to hear Manny sing Christmas songs. Fuck, I look like. What's that shit, Joe?
What about Danny's shit?
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
You know
what about Danny Garcia shit?
Bro, listen, I will shoot everybody before I listen to fucking Danny Garcia, bro. Kill everybody.
I'm gonna crash all the way out.
I'm gonna crash out, dog. I will
No,
murder everybody.
Hey, Jules, we're gonna get you Danny Garcia's Christmas album, man.
The only shit worse, like I said, the only shit worse than Danny shit is Victor Ortiz shit. They should have beat the shit out of him. They should have fucked him up for that. Like, yo, you recorded this? You made this? Mother. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
Oh, that's crazy.
Fuck told you this was a good idea, dog. Get that bullshit out of here.
Hey, Jules, are you on IG?
Yeah. Bring IQ boxing memes. I usually go on I'm like a creeper on there in the sense that I don't really upload a lot of shit anymore. I just watch reels on there. I watch cooking reels.
I'm a creeper on.
Hey, yo, I sent it to the wrong person. I had a story on a fighter called was it Anthony Sims Jr. He was
the magician.
He was talking about him and David Benavidez in the gym sparring, and David Benavidez used to be sniffing coke right there in the gym and be sparring everybody for mad rounds, sniffing mad coke, and just wilding out.
That's hardcore, man.
Did y'all hear that he got rid of Memo again?
Oh shit, he's going to cruiser.
I don't know. I mean, he still got that yard fight, is what I'm saying. That if you don't got Memo in there, do y'all remember that when he first had the Vosdick fight, that was without Memo?
Can I say something I said like months and months and months ago? Okay. I said that this motherfucker's gonna miss weight, get stripped, and use that as an excuse to go fight Zerto at cruiser.
It's not a bad idea, to be honest. It's not a bad idea. You know that, and Zerto's still talking about him. Zerto told ESPN that they've been talking.
Well, that just gives the play away.
Yeah, gave the game away, bro. He gave the game away. I'll be back after these commercial messages. Country, sing us a song, Lounge Lizard.
I can't sing, man. I'll fucking clear out the channel if I do that.
Look. Why don't you just stop being a fucking homo and sing a fucking song?
Oh, shut up, you
Roads.
fag. Go smoke your fucking dickerette, man.
Country Roads, go.
Fucking dickerettes.
Almost heaven.
Hey, Herb, I left you a message in the private chat, bro.
Say that again?
I left you a message in the private chat.
Oh, in the private chat here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that your Instagram?
My Instagram is Herb Winston. Is in the I can't get to the chat from here. I don't know what
it's just a picture of your dick.
No. All you do is if you go to the
I see
is that the right one? I'll follow you on Instagram if that's the right one.
I can't really see. I just hold on.
Is it got a picture of you with a cigarette and a Yankees hat on?
Yeah, that's me. And there's a cartoon. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
That's because I can't see any pictures. It just says country.
I'm just fucking with you.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, if you look at the top, it'll say comments and private chat. You just click on private chat, and then that's the studio chat for all of us.
Okay, I see now. I'm a caveman when it comes to all this kind of shit, man. People be calling my phone, and I get kicked off the panel.
That's all right, yeah. Hey, we all got to learn sometime, right? There's a lot of shit I don't know either. So don't feel bad.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Couple of old cats bonding.
Oh, bastards. Oh, man. I returned to grumpy old man. Man, I be cursing my grandkids out, my great grand nieces and nephews, cursing their ass out. Like it's a sport now. That's what I do best. Sit on the couch, curse everybody out, and watch boxing.
That's the privilege right now, man. Like,
that's funny.
Fucking love old people like that.
It's like, you know, because there's not too much
angry ass, set in their old ways.
You
old
know,
people like those guys are the best.
Like, what can you tell me? I've been your age 2 times, probably 3 times. There's not too much you can tell me. So, you know, hey, fuck off.
Right.
You know.
Because I fucks with old folks like that too. Because like I recognize that like a lot of older people, like they don't really get talked to as much. Because you know, like as they get older, people just start, you know, going their own ways and shit. They stop talking. So like I'll go up to them and just start having whole ass conversations with them and shit.
No, bro. Did you see the video of the one white guy who went to Japan, just started having random conversations with old Japanese people? Like he made their day.
Funny.
No, he apparently made their day. Like there's just an epidemic of loneliness over there. There's also an epidemic of foreigners, which is why they elected a fucking hardcore conservative woman as their new prime minister. Whose whole stance is, her whole stance is, if you ain't Japanese, get the fuck out.
I like that bitch.
No, she ain't playing. Hey, by the way,
she's got the right idea.
There's a former professional heavyweight boxer on Instagram, Ed Lattimore. He has a channel. If you guys get a chance, follow him.
I'm probably not gonna do that.
What is this? What is this content about?
Oh, fucking.
It's about just you know, being a better version of yourself and self-improving, and you know, I guess he's taken his negative experiences and turned them around into positives, stuff like that. He's actually a cool dude. I talked to him on Instagram before.
Oh yeah.
He was a heavyweight boxer. He was like 14-1. His name is Ed Lattimore.
That name sounds familiar, actually.
Lattimore sounds.
That sounds like a USA Tuesday Night Fights heavyweight country.
There you go, man. Where you been at? We were looking for you, man.
Oh my god! Wow.
I was out here eating dinner right now. That's why I didn't say anything. But I just wanted to jump on to hear what the fuck you guys were talking about.
Fuck you.
There is a
fuck you too.
There's I was telling him there's a ex-professional boxer who has an Instagram channel, and matter of fact, I think he also wrote a book too. His name's
like I said, he sounds like a guy from the early '90s.
I think he is.
You say USA Tuesday Night Fights. I had a close friend of mine used to fight on that channel. He was the WBO champion, and his name was Lonnie Bradley. You know, me and him grew up together. I used to go to the gym with him. And he turned pro in '92. I went to prison for like 16.
He was.
And Lonnie Bradley.
Yeah, Lonnie Bradley. Did he fight Vernon Forrest?
I remember Lonnie Bradley.
He fight Vernon Forrest. If you look on my YouTube page, on my Instagram page, country, you'll see a few pictures of me and him. We hang out together, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was going to say, did he fight some big name fighters? Because that name sounds really familiar.
Ed Lattimore is actually buddies with Ivan Ditchko.
He never really had a real big, high profile fight. I forget who he won the title off of. I mean, because I was like, you know, most of his career took off when I was in prison, so you know. And
what weight class was he in?
He's a middleweight.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah,
wait, so if he had the WBO, does that mean he lost to Doug DeWitt?
No, I think he came around a little bit after Doug DeWitt.
No, because DeWitt had the title right around that time. Because what was it? He fought Nigel Benn like in when was it?
I'll tell you exactly.
Lonnie Bradley had the title in '95.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Nigel Benn was a super middleweight by then already.
Yeah, he was he won he beat David Mendez for the WBO title. Let me see. He fought Lonnie Beasley.
Yeah.
He fought Simon Brown.
There you go.
Heard that name in a minute, Simon Brown.
Simon Brown, yeah.
He drew with Otis Grant.
Oh shit. Okay.
Ignacio, the question I was asking everybody, because they're doing the Hall of Fame inductions, and Gennady Golovkin seems like a shoe-in to a lot of the people that are on the panel to get in. Like Dougie Fisher already voted for him, Dan Rafael already voted for him, and Michael Montero already voted for him. But my question to you is, just do you believe he deserves to be there?
Yeah, I think overall with his body of work, it's kind of hard to deny what he accomplished. Like there's not too many dudes who made as many defenses as he did. Like, he had most of the belts at 160 and ended up defending a lot of them. And the thing that kills him is that just too many people with bigger names, if he had fought him, who knows, maybe he would have become even more like an even bigger star. But all things considered, he still carved out a pretty damn good career, considering
he made money. That one thing you got to give Gennady is that he turned a really not amazing resume into a lot of money, because he made a fuck ton of money. And that's not even with the Canelo shit. What DAZN was paying this guy, somebody should be in jail. What they were fucking paying this guy. They gave him, what was it, 14 million. I think 7 million in equity to the company or something like that, and 7 million for Steve Rolls.
Fucking
yeah, but I mean, how many guys got overpaid by DAZN? I mean, fucking Demetrius Andrade got paid millions of dollars to fight guys like Luke Williams and fucking Walter Kawakande or whatever the fuck his name was. So, I mean, Gennady wasn't the only one getting overpaid.
It's a point of pride for me that I know who fucking Ignacio's talking about. He's talking about Walter Countundakwa.
Yeah, there you go, that guy.
And I will say this, in kind of agreement with Ignacio about the title defenses, there does come a point where the longevity of it and the amount do start to trump the quality of the resume itself, because at a certain point, statistically, someone should catch you slipping. Someone should, but never did.
I think that is the strongest argument that he has, but what annoys me about that is even that has become hyperbolic, because they counted as, I think, 21 or 24 defenses, when we know that 5 or 6 of them were not defenses of a full WBA title. 5 or 6 of those defenses was the Reggie. And I'm not going to qualify that shit, because then I have to qualify Javante's Reggie and Pulev's Reggie and David Morrell's Reggie. It's like, no. He does have a lot of defenses, though. He does, even without that 5 or 6. He has about like 15, 16. It is up there. Like, yeah, that's a lot though for defenses.
Okay, Jules. Now let me throw something out at you, since you said you're not willing to accept some of those defenses that he made of that belt based on the fact that he had the Reggie. The fact of the matter is, the guy who had the actual fucking title, Felix Sturm, ducked him like nobody's business. So how much should that really count against him, that he wanted to fight that fucking guy and that guy was like, no, fuck you?
My question, let me throw something back at you. How erect should we all get that your life's achievement is Felix Sturm ducked me?
Yeah, not very, to be honest. But he could also say Miguel Cotto and Sergio Martinez ducked him.
Yeah, that he can say. But what was Sergio? 47? Sergio was fucking old, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, he tried to
debut to the sport old.
Yeah,
he tried to fight. He tried to fight both those guys when they were older. Yeah, for sure. I mean, but he legitimately can make the case that there were guys who were holding those belts that wanted no part of him. So, I mean, he can always kind of put that as something that he could say, like, yeah, dudes didn't want to fight me.
Ignacio, if he beat Canelo, then I would agree with you. Or if he got credit for beating Canelo the first time, then yeah. You can say that, because then it's like, okay, you beat Canelo, and all these other dudes ducked you. But now it's like it's fake boogeyman syndrome. Like, oh, they ducked you, and then Canelo beat you twice.
Yeah.
Okay, but then let me say this, and I kind of want to like just make a quick comparison. Everybody likes to bash the dudes that he beat in order to get to the amount of title defenses that he got. But then look at a guy like Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler had 14 defenses, and he fought a lot of dudes that, like, when you look at the resume, you're like, who the fuck is this guy? Caveman Lee, fucking,
but you know what? Yeah,
you
but
know,
but Marvin's got that Tommy Hearns fight, bro,
and the Duran
that
fight.
Tommy Hearns fight, and the Duran fight.
Like, if you got Hall of Famers on your resume, the Flotsam and Jetsam kind of don't matter.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that Marvin doesn't have Hall of Famers. I'm just saying that you can kind of nitpick Marvin's middleweight resume, and you can nitpick Bernard Hopkins's middleweight resume, just the same way that people love to criticize Triple G's resume. It's just a little. It feels like a double standard towards Triple G's resume versus the other two.
The reason it doesn't feel like a double standard to me is, look, we can say, and it is true that Bernard had a lot of defenses against guys who are like, what the fuck and who the hell is this?
Yeah, exactly.
Granted, he does, but he does have that win over Kelly Pavlik.
But that was at light heavy, though, Jules. It wasn't a middleweight fight.
He's ticking off on boxes. Essentially, what I'm saying.
Oh no, yes.
He's
what makes him
boxes that Golovkin doesn't tick off. I'm like, well, you were only really a champion at one weight, and what is your biggest win?
Fuck, I'd have to say Ryota Murata has to be the biggest win then. So,
I mean, bro,
either that or Danny Jacobs, one of the two.
Oh God, bro. And this is what I mean, that I feel like Golovkin is there for any reason other than what he actually did. I feel like people want him to be there because they feel that he should have won the first Canelo fight, which I agree with. I think he won that fight. But I think that it's sort of like a consolation prize. They're like, look, dog, that resume is thin, bro. That shit is thin, right? And you only took 2 belts from 2. You're a career middleweight, Ignacio, and you only really took 2 belts from David Lemieux and Ryota Murata. Hall of Fame. Wow.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are reasons that you can criticize
I think it's
him
more,
as far as his resume, but at the end of the day, though, like I said, Jules, the guy who held the WBA, Felix Sturm, did not want to fight that dude. If he had beat Felix Sturm, that's another name he could have added to his resume, and it didn't happen.
Okay, but when Andrade has the WBO, I'm on record more than once, and I'll be on record again saying that if I think Gennady would have fucking brutalized this guy, I think he would have fucked him up. But it really doesn't help your case that instead of fighting him when you had a belt and he had a belt, you sat out for a year waiting for Murata. Andrade is calling you out. You guys box on the same platform. It would have helped if you beat. Demetrius Andrade is not a Hall of Fame win, but in tandem with the resume that he has and that it's lacking,
it could add to the resume. Yeah,
it would have helped if you fought that guy and took his belt and shutted him the fuck up. Like it would have helped.
I mean, I personally am glad he didn't, because I think it's funny that Golovkin and Canelo both ignored your ass. Like, you talked all that shit. The 2 biggest guys were like, fuck this dude.
Bro, you could tell the story. Like, that is a guy. You could tell the whole story of boxing to your kids and not mention that motherfucker once.
Yeah.
You literally could. You could tell the whole story of Canelo's career and not mention that motherfucker once. Because what the fuck is there to talk about?
Not much.
The funniest press conference of all time. Payday. You want payday?
Yeah, and it's not an exaggeration that was like the most popular that Demetrius Andrade had ever been in that moment. That's when the most people seen him.
That's the most viral he ever went.
Yep, that's his moment. Like, you want payday? I know that.
That was his 15 minutes of fame with
him and his dad bugging out in the corner. Like, why is y'all bugging out? Calm the fuck down. Like, what y'all mad at? What is y'all mad at? You know what I mean?
This is
and
why
really everybody was just happy and laughing because fucking Canelo speaking English, just talking shit to this dude.
That was the fucking highlight of the night. They go, shit, Canelo speaks English and he talks shit. Speaking English and talking shit.
Broke dude's face and he's talking shit to this dude.
No, though, this is why I'll always respect Caleb Plant, because he was the only one who handled Canelo the right way. Talk some shit, have something he wants, raise the price tag.
Yeah, I mean, he did do it right. He did do it right. Did do it right. But he
got in the process, but he did it right.
But he got done though, didn't he? Like
he got
done
fucked
bad.
up. He got fucked up.
He got done bad. I don't think Jordan gave him no pussy for a couple of weeks off of that. Like, well, you can't just be getting knocked out and think you're gonna get some pussy.
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think his dick worked anyway, so.
You know, but Golovkin, you know, he's gonna get in, and that's why it's cool to have the conversation, because regardless of what we think, he's gonna get in. He is gonna get in. It's just the question of why. That's what I'm analyzing. Why specifically? And it's not the resume. Like, no, it can't be. Martin Murray, Daniel Geale, Curtis Stevens, Gabe Rosado, David Lemieux, Vanez Martirosyan, Kel Brock. Yes, it's not a great resume, man. It's not a great resume.
The only thing I can think of as like a legitimate thing is that he was one half of probably the last great non-heavyweight trilogy we've seen.
Yeah, except that, yeah. Because the first two fights were good. It peaked at the second, though. The third was just a farce. The third was just, it's like y'all made an agreement. Look, I'm gonna fight, but I'm not gonna hit you hard, and don't hit me hard. And that was the fight. Because it was really anticlimactic, that third fight, man. It was really anticlimactic.
You could tell that even when the third fight was announced, Golovkin had checked out.
Yeah, he's just there for a check, man. And he was just doing enough in the fight. Like, but that's how good he was, though, wasn't it? He was doing just enough in the fight that he doesn't get seriously hurt or seriously hit. But he wasn't trying for much. Like, yeah, like he wasn't, you know,
he tried
left
the last.
all.
No, he tried in the last 4 rounds just to be like, fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
Maybe something will happen.
Shout out to Papa Foundry. Ben and Eubank are overrated and their kids are bums. Perhaps, but it's the Hall of Fame. And the reason that I would vote them in is because go look up the numbers for their fights. Just go look them up. That alone, the cultural significance of their meeting, for me, is enough to get them in. The cultural significance of their fight to the British boxing scene, immortalized to the point where even now, even though both their kids aren't that great, their kids fighting is a big deal. Look up the numbers for their fight. The country sat down and held its breath when them two dudes fought. And they fought 2 times.
I mean, to me, it's sort of the same argument for Arturo Gatti and Mickey
Ward. Exactly. The cultural significance of their fights, that trilogy, to the sport of boxing is enough to get them in, which is why I maintain that you're going to get in for 2 things. It's either going to be popularity or accolades. It's one of the two. Usually it's the former, though. Usually it is popularity. That's why Arturo and Mickey are there. They were never pound for pound fighters. They didn't have the most accolades, but their trilogy is immortalized. And you could apply that logic to Chris and Nigel. Like, yeah, that was a huge fight, man. Was huge for Britain. So I would vote them in. I think they should be there already. I'm surprised that they're not. So on that note, I'm gonna fucking go to sleep. Fuck you, country.
Fuck you too.
All right, good night, old people.
Peace.
Good night,
everyone.
fellas.
The Yankees lose.